Hello, 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 hello. Apologies for the delay. Apologies for the delay. Apologies for the delay. Apologies for the delay. Hope you're all well. Welcome back. Random settings, random show. Apologies for the delay. Apologies for the blood clot delay. I know I'm super late. I know I'm super bloody late. But what's going on? What's happening? Hope you're all well. Let me just quickly charge my headphones before we begin. Grab the cable. No, I don't. Cool. So I'll do it another time. But big up everybody. Appreciate you. Apologies for the delay. Apologies for the delay. I was taking a while there. I understand. I do apologize. I do apologize in the greatest terms possible. I hold my hands up. I am not Kanye West, as somebody fucking told me in the chat. I'm not Kanye. I'm no one special. So apologies for holding you up for that long. So you're waiting, twiddling your thumbs. I should probably have some music in it. I probably should put some music, or maybe I'll put one of my DJ sets on, right? Like multimedia, multi-dimensional guy or something. I maybe should do that in my intermissions. But I had to upload a Patreon episode because I missed it on Sunday. Apologies. I'm into doing them every Tuesday and Sunday. I meant to upload a Patreon episode, but I did upload it today. So if you're subscribed to the Patreon, that's why I'm late. I just tried to upload it lastminute.com. Obviously, we're not preparing, but I have uploaded it. It's my reaction to the recent Pete Davidson special. So if you haven't seen it yet, please do check it out. As you can see, this is my Patreon page here. Various different tiers. Just join the $1 one, the £1 one. You can access everything, but you got different tiers here. But if you just unlock this, I usually put it on everything anyway. And I've got the recent reaction, so my reaction, sorry, to the Pete Davidson comedy special. So check it out if you haven't already. Subscribe to my Patreon. Link should be in the description. It's patreon.com/Agostino. Patreon.com/Agostino. Join for as little as $1, £1 per month to get access to all of my Patreon posts available on there. And if anything ever gets taken off my main channel, if ever everything gets like nuked, that's what I'm going to do. I'll just upload it on the Patreon and it'll be available for free. Now you can do like free posts on Patreon. So if anything ever gets deleted from my flipping YouTube channel, I'll just upload it for free, available on the Patreon. So don't worry about that. I found a way to kind of make sure that I always get the content, because sometimes I play copyrighted material on these live streams and it gets nuked. So there's always a place for you to get it if you want to watch it after the fact. But check out my Pete Davidson review. Just to give you a little synopsis and a little teaser on what I think, it was pretty bad. Pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty fucking bad. Like, Gringo Pappy levels are bad. Gringo Pappy's levels are bad. Like, I really can understand, I've said it many times in a review, I can really understand a lot now why Brendan does stand up. I completely understand why Brendan does stand up comedy. I completely understand why he doesn't quit. I completely get it. Because if I'm Brendan, I don't care how bad I am, I'm never quitting when Pete Davidson exists. I don't care how bad Brendan is. If I'm Brendan, I am never quitting stand-up comedy if Pete Davidson exists. He's actually funnier on SNL than he is on stage. Did you hear me? He's actually funnier on SNL than he is on stage. I swear on my life, I think he is. I think he's better on SNL. In SNL, he's pretty one-dimensional. He just plays a version of himself, right? But he's actually better on SNL than he is on stage. How is that possible? Because he's terrible. And you know what? This goes back to what I said before. I don't think you guys are right. When you guys in the stream chat tell me all the time, oh, Agostino, podcasting is what ruins stand-up comedy. I don't think you guys are right. I disagree. I think stand-up comedy ruins stand-up comedy. I think in general, stand-up comedy is quite similar to DJing, the stuff that I do, the stuff that I want to do as a profession, in that I think the majority of DJs out there are terrible, similar to the majority of stand-up comedians are terrible. But the gap between terrible and good is super wide. But also, similar to DJing, the most famous DJs aren't necessarily the best DJs. And I think the same thing is occurring in stand-up comedy. Just because you're the most famous doesn't mean you're the best. And actually, the most famous comedians out there are just famous more so than they are good at comedy. They're well known. They have a big fan base, and that obviously parlays into stand-up comedy. But does their comedy match their fame? Does their comedy match their pull? Kevin Hart is a good example. One of the biggest comedians out there on paper, sells out arenas, does Madison Square Garden 10 dates or whatever back to back. But is Kevin Hart really that funny? Is he funny? Does his funny match to his level of star power? Of course not. Similar to Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson might be one of the most famous comedians out there. Maybe even more famous than Dave Chappelle in terms of people knowing who is his face. I honestly think that's the name of the game. That's the cheat code. The cheat code is get famous, not get good at what you do. That's what I've been missing, even with my aspirations of becoming a professional DJ. I've been focusing more on the skill and the talent and being good at what I do. That's all well and good. Anyone can really get good at something. It's not that much of a, I don't know if that makes any sense. That sounds crazy. I don't think it's actually that difficult to get good at something, right? Just, you know, put some time to the side and focus and be diligent, you know, be humble, you know, be, what you call it, be self-critical, all that sort of shit, right? Be open to criticism, have good people that you're kind of following, whatever it may be. Cool. But I think that, you know what's harder than being good at what you do? Trying to be famous. Because look how many people out there are trying to be famous. Look at fucking BGL. BGL's committed his entire life to try to make it in Hollywood and it hasn't worked out for him. And on paper, BGL looks like somebody that should be famous. Put aside how crazy he is, BGL, if you looked at him, he looks like somebody that should be famous. He should be in some sort of TV show somewhere. He should be like some freak that's in the background somewhere. He should be on something, but he's not. How many BGLs are there out there? Like people who failed, you know, and haven't really made it, but they're now pursuing their career on social media. Exactly. So I think the actual harder thing, and BGL is proof, BGL probably has more talent in his one strand of grey hair than Brendan has in his entire body. But guess what? Brendan gets paid way more and is actually getting paid for his craft and his art way more than BGL does. That's the proof of it. I think the key is to become famous. Again, this is one of my terrible hot takes that I'm probably going to live to regret, and you guys are going to remind me about it later. But I honestly think the key to making it in life is less about being good at what you do and more so about being famous. Because I watched this Pete Davidson comedy special and I was just sitting there thinking, what are these people laughing at? Are they laughing at the jokes, or are they laughing at Pete Davidson, the guy they like, the guy they follow, the guy they adore, the guy they look up to, the guy they're infatuated with, saying funny things? Is that what they're really laughing at? They're laughing at the guy they like saying funny things as opposed to Izzy saying funny things. And it brings me back to that point. Theo Von one time on a podcast, I think he was talking about Brendan in a kind of roundabout way when they first were getting, you know, close and whatever and doing King of the Sting. I think he couldn't figure out why Brendan was so famous or why he was getting such, you know, why he was selling so many tickets. Because if you remember the beginning of the relationship, Theo wasn't doing as well as he's doing now. So obviously now he's obviously surpassed Brendan, but before he wasn't. And he was probably still trying to work it out in his head, like, how is this guy doing so well when he's so shit? And then he figured it out aloud on a pod. He was like, you know what? People just want to see him. They just want to be in his presence because they like Brendan. They see him on a podcast. They see him on Rogan. They just want to be in his presence early on. That's why they go into the shows. Obviously, that doesn't last because if you're not good at what you do, people will stop going. But I honestly think that's the key. And again, maybe I'm like figuring out the most obvious thing ever, and I sound like an absolute div. I sound like an absolute idiot. I understand that. But watching this Pete Davidson special, I had an amazing epiphany. I was like, bruh, I've been wasting time trying to perfect my blends, perfect my mixes, make sure I have the right sequencing of tracks, make sure the levels are good, making sure the camera's positioned in a certain way, I'm uploading it a certain way, blah, blah, blah. That's not important, bruh. I just got to get famous. I just got to pull. When my channel becomes like 100,000 subscriber channel and I start getting 100,000 views, million views on my videos, I could probably play anywhere I want to play. I could probably play anywhere I want to play because of my pull. Because people see my views, they'll see my DJ live streams get like 50,000 views, 100,000 views plus, and they'll be like, you know what, we want to book you our club because you look like you get views. So we think the views might translate to ticket sales. Ticket sales translate to money at the door. Money at the door translates to money in the owner's pockets. Money at the door translates to fucking bar spend, cloakroom, all that shit. I think that's the key. Because Pete Davidson, wow. I swear on my life, this special was no better than Gringo Pappy. For those of you who've watched it in the stream chat, tell me in the stream chat, this special was no better than Gringo Pappy. Yes, it was filmed better. Yes, Pete Davidson's way more charismatic. Yeah, he's way more like charming. He's way more likable, all that stuff. But bar for bar, joke for joke, this special was no better than Gringo Pappy. I don't care what you guys say. No better than Gringo Pappy. No better. It was so fucking bad. I was sitting there thinking, what? Watch the reaction on my Patreon. Watch the reaction. I'm halfway through, I start talking about the cinematography. I start talking about how it's directed. Like, oh, it was shot pretty well. I like that it was in black and white. That's how disinterested I got watching this fucking thing. Check it out if you haven't already. Check it out on my Patreon. But it's absolutely garbage. Wow. Hot fucking garbage. And prove to me that I think in general, stand-up comedy is just one of those things. Like DJing, you just have to experience it in the moment. You have to be there. I just don't think it translates well. I don't know what it is about it. I think the majority of people just don't. It just does. I don't know. But wow, I'm questioning my life decisions after sitting there watching that. So yeah, let me know anyway. Let me know when I clip this later. In between, take your time if you haven't already. If you want to check out my Patreon, you can check it. If you want to watch it yourself on Netflix, you can. Whatever you want to do, check it out and let me know. Am I bugging out, or was that comedy special just as bad as Gringo Pappy? Please let me know, because maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe I'm doing the whole black guy thing. Oh, he's white. I'm not gonna laugh. Whatever. Who knows? Maybe I have my prejudice. Maybe I have my biases. I don't know. But let me know what you think, because I thought that special was trash. Was tridash. Like so bad. So fucking bad. Doo-doo caca. Like horrible. And I couldn't work out why, because I was like, hold on. He's quite funny on SNL. He seems like a cool dude. He seems like a, you know, a lad about town. And I didn't. And the other thing that fucking surprised me, he's 30 years old. He might be the oldest 30-year-old, the oldest 30-year-old I've seen in my life, bro. This guy is 30. This guy is 30 years old. 30. He's aged like shit. God damn. But yeah. Whew. Anyways, as you can see, I made some changes too, by the way. I've got my social media links here down below. I don't really use my Instagram too much, so, you know, don't bother following me on there. But I've got my X thing listed on there too, so if you want to check me out, you can. I've also made the string chat bigger, so you can maybe see it a little bit more after the replay, because sometimes when I have to clip stuff out, you miss it. So I've made the stream chat a bit bigger, but obviously it takes up a lot more of the screen. So I don't know. Let's see how it works. Maybe it works, it doesn't, who knows? But I've done some little edits there, so hopefully that makes the viewing experience for you guys a little bit better. So let's see how that rocks. Let's see how that rocks. Anyway, let's crack on. Next topic to talk about. Ari Lennox versus Joe Budden. Have you guys seen this? So Ari Lennox is one of my favorite R&B singers out there, one of my favorite R&B artists out there, one of my favorite artists out there, point blank. But she went through a little bit of a weird situation where for some reason she went on tour with Rod Wave. Yeah, you heard that, Rod Wave. I don't know why that's the case. I did read somewhere that it's because she's independent and she had to just go on tour with somebody, and that was maybe the best option that was available. Obviously Rod Wave is huge and people do like him and stuff. Yeah, he's huge literally and probably and figurative as well, but he does get a lot of streams. He does have a big fan base. His tour does really well, or has done really well, and she decided to go on tour with him because I guess, you know, he was the best option that was available. But I didn't really think there was any sort of link between Ari Lennox's crowd and Rod Wave's crowd. So I didn't understand why she did it in the first place, but she did it, and she had a very bad experience, right? She had a very bad experience touring with Rod Wave, and she spoke about it a little bit. And I'm going to play the video of when she speaks about it, and then I'm going to play the video of her going back and forth with Joe Budden. So Joe Budden, for some reason, decided to take personal offense at Ari Lennox being upset about her tour with Rod Wave, and then it turned into a whole debacle, as it always does. So let's play the video of Ari Lennox talking about how she had a bad time on tour with Rod Wave, and then we'll go from there.
everybody else ain't necessarily welcoming and understanding to every type of music, whether you get it or not. Like, I don't pay to go to a show and like plot on ways to attack or antagonize or disrespect an artist that's on stage. Like, that's just not my, it's not my MO. But whether I'm like this super fan or not, you know, whether I listen to your music or not, like, I'm just paying attention to everything, you know? So to be treated like that is, I mean, I'm not the first.
So basically, if you don't know what she's talking about, when she went on tour with Rod Wave, she had people throwing stuff at her when she was on stage. Rod Wave fans weren't happy that she was opening for Rod Wave, and they got irate and they started throwing stuff at her. Now, she did kind of lean into it really well. I think the next show that she did, she came out wearing a helmet. That was pretty funny, like a motorcycle helmet and shit. But basically, I guess it wasn't a good experience, right? No one wants to be on stage and you're singing your heart out, you know, with her amazing fucking R&B melodies and ballads, and then you're having people throw stuff at you. But Rod Wave's fans weren't happy. They threw stuff at her. And obviously, this is her basically talking about her experience after the fact.
First, I mean, there's tons of people who have experienced like violence and disrespect. I mean, I was on that stage and people would have, you know, shit on their screens saying next, like, and I can't deal with shit.
That's brutal, isn't it? Brendan and those comedians complain about people saying mean things online, but I don't think anyone's going to a Brendan Schaub show and putting up their phone and saying bean cheese, right? Imagine how much they would cry. These guys are crying about words online, but these artists are having people throw shit at them live on stage. Who's that artist? I think it was a white girl. Who was it? Was it Bebe Rexha or something? Bebe Rexha. Somebody threw stuff at her and she had to get stitches. I don't know what they threw, but they threw stuff at her and they sliced open her fucking eyebrow. She had to get stitches. Do you know how much a comedian would cry if they did that? They'd be talking about it ad nauseum on their podcast, crying, cancel culture, I'm not safe, protect comedians, hashtag protect stand up for stand up, hashtag. Like, imagine how insufferable a comedian would be if they got attacked on stage, if they got someone frozen. Imagine
Shit like that. I'll flick you off. I'll curse you out. I don't play that because.
Big up Austin Casey, appreciate it, brother.
Now I know I'm old. I thought you said Annie Lennox, lol. The woman that sings Sweet Dream.
Yeah, big up Austin Casey. You're revealing your age there, brother. Fucking hell, you're revealing your age. But big up Austin Casey. That's hilarious. And it's Ari Lennox. Different complexion.
Because I would never do that to you. I would never let anyone do that to you. It's one thing to hate me, like, that's fine. Like, you hate me. But it's another thing to be like, get this bitch off stage, or like have your little signs, or like assault me. Like, it's just like, what is this aggression? Like, you're that pissed. But it's also like, thank you, because there's a lot of bills that I caught up on, so thank you. But it's like, whew, the disrespect. It was a lot for like 2.5 months, like knowing I didn't have to do it. Like getting my wardrobe stolen. It was just a very hard 2.5.
Imagine stealing Ari Lennox's clothes, her dresses and shit. Because if you've seen her now, she's lost a bunch of weight. She looks incredible. She's obviously sober now. Yeah, in trim shape, clear-minded. So all of her outfits are like R&B outfits, like bra tops, little skirt, mini skirt dresses, things, right? It's like when you lose weight, the first thing you want to do is get naked. So she has really loads of hot girl clothes. And she fucking got... Who's stealing her hot girl clothes? Imagine her Broadway fans going to her dressing room to steal her clothes. What?
2.5 fucking months.
Hold on, is Zakamiko actually dead? Is he actually dead, or is this a troll? Oh, Uche is saying they're trolling. Is Zakamiko actually dead? That would be hilarious. If Zakamiko actually died, I might actually order some Five Guys or something. You know what I mean? As a way to honor him. I might order some Five Guys or some Popeyes or something. Do you know what I mean? As to honor him. It's like if Bert dies, I'll order some Tito. I'll take some Tito's to the face. If Bert Kreischer dies, I'll take some Tito's to the face. If Zakamiko dies, you know what I mean, I'll get myself 2 extra big fucking Domino's pizzas or something. And do a fucking Hassan Abbey and start chewing in the mic.
Very, very, very hard. And it was very lonely too. But I thought it would be a good idea, you know, like I always imagine like myself, like, you know, I asked my agents, like, can I open up for Red Hot Chili Peppers? Can I open up for Little Dragon?
All right, Ari, come on, babe. I love you, but what business does she have opening up for Red Hot Chili Peppers? That's not in line. I think I've always been on the fool. I think the main headlining artist should be way more involved in picking their openers. Because I'm not gonna lie. If I want to watch Red Hot Chili Peppers, I don't want to listen to Ari Lennox. Even though I love Ari Lennox, they should be in the same sort of like genre at least, or same sort of like sonic wave or something. You know what I mean? It's a bit too much difference there regard. I think, but headliners don't really pick their openers. I don't think so. Especially Red Hot Chili Peppers at their level, they're probably way too famous and too busy to be picking openers. But I don't think you should be. You know what I mean? That's a bit crazy. That's a bit crazy. Maybe it shows her mismanagement of her team, but I don't think that would have been a good. I don't think that would have been a good link up personally for me.
And I remember my agent telling me, like, you know, well, these things have to make sense. And so when this offer came about, like, I was just like, it was kind of like similar to that, where it was just like, you know, this, of course, I would love to do it. Like, this is a great time, a great opportunity to like show people I can really sing and like get some fans.
Hold on, Koila, you don't know about fucking Shea Butter fucking Baby? You don't know about Pressure? You don't know about Unloyal? You don't know about Up Late? Chicago Boy? Huh? You don't know about our fucking Ari Lennox? Leak It, Set Him Up, Queen Space, Cognac Eyes. Come on, man, this is the queen of R&B. Come on, man. Don't give me fucking what are we doing here? This is the queen of R&B. The queen of R&B. Bow down. This is the reincarnation of Whitney Houston.
I was wrong. And now I get why, no, it does not make sense to open up for anybody. I don't care who you are. I'm sorry. For anyone. It just doesn't matter. Well, I don't know. Maybe it will matter. Maybe there are fans that are sweeter than other fans, but that type of music, I'm good. I'm good. And it's fucked up, but it is what it is. It's a certain type of energy where people are just disrespectful as hell. I've watched it with Rico Nasty, same shit.
Yeah, she got it really
like
bad.
There's a certain type of fan base that you're like literally aggressive. I'm okay.
Exactly.
I'm good. Like I gotta
agree.
worry about getting touched, and I'm just here doing a job like that. You're actually paying, like you're paying for me to do my job right now. Like,
Yo, big up Illusionary Commission. Oh my god.
Her nose is insane. Ain't nobody see that?
Nah. Illusionary Commission, please, watch what you say, brother. Please. That is wild. Yo, Illusionary Commission, Illusory Commission, please watch what you say, because that's insane. That is so fucking racist. Is your mum fucking Ann Coulter or something? Is your mum Ann Coulter? Holy fuck. Nah, you're a wild boy. Illusionary Commission, please, you're a fucking wild boy. That could be my sister, bruh. How about that was my sister? Huh? How about that was my fucking sister? Would you be telling her to fucking get off your lawn? Huh? Tell her to cut up some pineapples? Or fucking... Come on, bro. Come on. You telling her to fucking dice up the fucking watermelons? Is that what you be doing? That's fucking wild you said that. I'm disgusted. I'm actually shaking. I'm shaking right now. That's not nice. And if I see that type of shit again, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Wow. I'm cultivating a viewership of people who might hate my guts because of my skin color. You niggas are fucking awful. No, I'm not having that, man. I'm gonna defend fucking Ari Lennox to the core. Don't you dare insult my baby like that again. Wow, that was so rude. That was awful. No, I don't like that. I don't like that in the slightest. I don't want to hear that anymore. God damn it, bro. God damn it. That bummed me out. I'm not gonna lie. That bummed me out, man. You niggas in the chat be racist, yo. Y'all niggas be racist? Y'all niggas don't like black people? You don't like Usain Bolt? Jay-Z? Tyler, the Creator? Huh? Ah, come on, man. Yo, niggas are like, you notice her nose. Like, what about her nose, man? What about her fucking nose, bro? What's wrong with her nose? Her nose is fucking beautiful. Fucking Steven Crowder out here. Big up Stinger Goo.
We never seen Oz and Rod wave in same room. Thoughtful face.
Yo, what is this turning into? This is turning into a fucking shooting gallery for racist. And I'll not stand for it. I'm not standing for it now, okay? First of all, you guys don't even know that I'm actually biracial. I'm actually not fully black anyway, so you guys need to like recognize my fucking ancestry. You know what I mean? Like, guys need to relax. So all of these fucking black jokes and shit, ha ha, he's African, ha ha, look at him, he looks like a monkey, ha ha, he's eating bananas, all this sort of shit. It's not actually true. I'm actually biracial, so relax. Take it easy. Relax. Okay. Look at that. Look at the color of my palms. What's that? What's that look like? Exactly. People say biracial with two Africans, you're black mixed with midnight. Yo. Yo, that's fucking good. So rude. You're black mix of midnight. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. I'm that nigger in Moonlight, bro. That's what I am. I'm that nigger in Moonlight, bro. They're that buff nigger that's fucking that guy. Like, that's what I am, bro. Man comes in, the whole room gets dark. You know what I mean? Big up fucking Steve Harvey. Not Steve Harvey. Big up Bernie Mac, sorry. Anyway, let's continue. So, getting back to my black queen, because before I got rudely interrupted by you racist, right? Let's go back to the fucking video. So, Ari Lennox now goes off on Joe Rogan. Ari Lennox then claps back at Joe Budden. Let's watch this clip because this is fucking hilarious. Oh God.
No Chid Smooth in here, right? So whatever you say,
you know Chid gonna have everything up there.
whatever you say, Chid's gonna be on YouTube with it, man.
Aw, man, we're crashing out already. We're only about 2 weeks into January. Ari Lennox is taking the gloves off and she's going at Joe. After coming off the
No Chid Smooth in here, right?
Fuck,
So whatever you say,
you know Chid gonna have everything up there.
whatever you say.
Bear with me a second as it reloads. Cool. Oh, come on, you piece of shit. Play.
crashing crashing out already? We're only about 2 weeks into January. Ari Lennox is taking the gloves off and she's going at Joe. After coming off the worst tour of her fucking life, yes, these were actual words that Ari Lennox used. She just got off tour with Rod Wave. It was not the best tour. You guys remember the incident of somebody throwing something at her while she was performing. She went on social media to bash the tour. She said it was the worst tour in every fucking way imaginable. It was so annoying because like you could be singing your ass off and they just don't give a shit. They're not there for you. They're there for music that will never be like my music. They're there for voices that will never be like my voice. And so it just got old after a while. I'm giving you my soul, my vocals, and nothing was ever enough. She said every night when I got on stage, I was fighting for my life. I just remember every show I was racing to get off stage, racing to get through my set. You're getting angry at me affirming you? This is not my crowd and it will never be. This was Ari voicing her frustrations at the tour, complaining that Rod Wave fans were not very accepting of her. Now, Joe actually went on this podcast and had some harsh criticism.
Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with what she says. As Cordelia mentioned up here, if you've been on a bad tour, a bad one is a bad one. Surely social media is there for you to vent and moan on. If you can't vent, moan and complain on social media, what's the point of having a social media account? So I don't see why Joe Budden got so triggered by her saying what she said. She just moaned about her experience. She spoke about it from a very personal point of view. Maybe if you're being super critical, you could say it was a little bit, maybe you could say it was unprofessional because she did the tour, she agreed to it, she knew what she was getting herself into. But I still think you're allowed to complain. You're allowed to complain and say, hey, I didn't have the greatest of time. Why? The best place to do it is social media. You can vent, get it off your system, get it out of your system, and move on. I don't really see the big issue of why Joe Budden was so triggered by it. But let's continue.
For her. Here's what Joe said.
They love you. Anybody that could tour, it's a blessing. Right? So don't think that we kicking your back. No matter what size the venue is, I don't care if it's SOB's, Sony Hall, Irving Plaza. Don't matter. It's a blessing, whatever the capacity is. But if you don't want to do that show, don't fucking tell us. Tell your team and the people that talk to you for months about this tour coming up with Rod Wave, who is selling out arenas nationwide. Yep. As an artist, anybody that brings that to me, you got to at least entertain it on the table. Yeah. And if you don't want to do it, then don't do it. Everybody ain't even privy to get the bulk. Oh, we got how many shows? Oh, there's 40 of them.
Yo, beyond Nubian, MK, you are fucking insane. AZ is beyond Nubian. So what you're trying to say is that I can't pass for biracial. Is that what you're trying to say? You're trying to say I have no chance of passing as biracial. Beyond Nubian is fucking rude.
From March to fucking October, you have to work yourself to the position to say no to that. Artists are nuts.
It's glorified babysitting. It's yeah.
Red Hot Chili Peppers. Girl, they'll get you.
And it's fucked up though, because it is somebody's job somewhere to figure out how to advance Ari Lennox.
Yeah, I gotta figure out an angle.
Somebody has to still figure this out, especially in an era where songstresses seem to be doing extremely well.
And she's amazing, by the way.
She's talented.
She's great.
Yeah, she is.
She's great.
She got joints. Call Jasmine Sullivan, playing some shit.
Yeah.
That's true.
I just don't like you grabbing your phone to tell the audience how miserable you were when you didn't tell your team, or you told them and they didn't really care. If I got to hear all about the self-improvement, then I don't want to hear all about you being a victim.
Jesus Christ, bro.
God
almighty.
I'm just, personally for me, I don't want to hear both. Either self-improve and heal on your fucking own. I don't have to hear every little step you take. I don't have to know about it.
What she was also saying is that this had an effect on her mental health. That's what she was also saying.
Mel, look at me.
Take your hater blockers off.
Enough of that.
What do you want?
That shit is fucking over, yo. In 2024, I'm kicking y'all in the fucking back. Enough of that. Enough.
I'm only stating what she said.
Listen, as a nigga that suffered with it, I wasn't trying to show and tell every fucking body every second. I don't.
Bro, there's a
that can sound bad.
No,
I don't.
No, it don't.
No,
it don't.
It can be
I
disingenuous.
stand on
yes.
it. Yo. I stand on it, yo.
People using that as a marketing ploy.
Yeah,
as
stop it.
Actual
Go get help.
Understood.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let me call a phone number or some shit if you need some real assistance in this.
Better help plug is crazy.
Let me go talk to a professional. The motherfuckers talking back to you in your comments and on your page are not professionals to deal with your mental health.
Instagram is not your fucking therapist.
Shut up, Ice, you dickhead.
It ain't.
It ain't.
But it triggers that release of dopamine and you think you feel better now.
Now, if you actually heard the full rant, Joe actually clears it up. He said, yo, this rant wasn't at her personally. And he actually gave her credit saying, yo, she's...
You know what's really crazy about that rant? Joe Budden's the first person to talk about his therapy and to use therapy as almost like a defense for him actually doing the self-work, because people like myself, ex-fans, will call him out for his narcissism, for his, you know, bullshit, horrible behavior, for how bad of a friend he is, for his poor leadership qualities, right? For the dicey things he's done with girls in the past, abusive stuff and whatever it may be. And he'll always talk about, I'm in therapy, I'm in therapy, I'm in therapy. He'll use it as almost as a cloak, as a shield to defend himself from being, you know, grilled or being questioned on his actions or his attitude. So it's funny that he would then now kick somebody else's back in for sharing their experience. Like, Ari Lennox didn't say anything bad. She spoke about her experience on tour with Rod Wave. Hey, I went on tour with this guy. It wasn't great. The fans weren't really nice to me. They stole my clothes. For fuck's sake, they stole her clothes. Can you imagine? They stole her fucking clothes. That will be enough for me to moan about for a year. Don't tell me to shut up. They stole my clothes, bruh. They stole my fucking clothes. I can complain and moan about it. It's not that big of a deal. And here he is getting upset that she's moaning. Can you understand? Like, Joe Budden sometimes is really it's really interesting to think about how Joe Budden has friends. Forget him as an entertainer. He's interesting. I used to like the podcast. I stopped listening to it after they broke up because unfortunately I was too invested. I kind of felt they were like, you know, a black version of Entourage. I believe they were all friends and trying to look out for each other and trying to all make it together. And of course, you know, it kind of all fell apart and you get to see that it wasn't really as solid as I thought it was. And I kind of never really got over it type of thing, right? Parasocial, a little bit too invested. I get it. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. But I've always wondered, like, how does he have friends in real life? He seems like such a piece of shit. He has such, like, for lack of a better word, bitch-made tendencies. He does all that kind of gaslighting shit. He loves to be semantics, man. Like, I could never speak to another man like this, like another dude who likes to play like mental games. Because again, maybe it's because he's spent his whole career dating, you know, really young girls, especially Hispanic girls. He loves to like do these little games that he does on girls, on boys and shit. Like, I could never speak to a dude like that. Like, who are you? You just get punched in the face. You just get headbutted. Like, I'm not about to play these games with you. Maybe with a lady, right? Because I like boobies. That will be good. I might put up with it. But with a dude with a beard and who wears horrible outfits, nah, I'm not putting up with your shit, bro. Your pussy ain't that good.
Talented. You just gotta figure out what works for you.
And I want Ari to find a tour that works for her. I do. That whole rant was not directed at her.
No.
Even though the blogs will chop it up and make sense.
Of course it will.
But yeah, no, enough of all this. I'm a victim, my mental health.
Hold on. How can you kick somebody's back in for like however long they did it and then say, hey, I know the blog's going to cut up and make it seem like I'm talking about her, but I'm not. Yes, you were talking about her. How can you say all of that shit and then act like I wasn't talking about her? I hate when people do that. Oh yeah, you're missing the context. No, we're not missing the context. We're reading or we're listening to what you said. That's all the context there. I wasn't talking about her. Yes, you was.
The fuck up and do something about it.
So today on IG Live, Ari's fans made sure to let her know that Joe was talking bad about her. Now, Ari and Rory do have a relationship. I'm sure Joe probably knows that before he criticized her. I don't know to what extent it had any effect in what he said about her. But here's Ari crashing out on Joe Budden and also bigging up Rory, saying, yo, Rory is a dope guy. He appreciates black women. I don't know why Joe is constantly shitting on black women. And she also threatened to sue Joe as well. Here's what Ari said.
Y'all let him know that. Tell him to stop touching them dogs. Because I don't understand why he's so obsessed. Like, why are you so obsessed? And why was you touching them dogs? Like, you're weird. He's weird and he's gross. He has smoke mouth. He's disgusting. And he's a failure. Like,
I love girl insults to boys because I think girls have a really amazing way to always dissect men way better than men do. I think there's a quote or there's a verse somewhere in the Bible that goes something along the lines of like, God gave men the power of the, you know, the strength of the hand or something like that, but God gave women the power of the tongue, which can be interpreted loads of ways, but it's mostly like, hey, they can say some scathing stuff about you that can really tear you apart. And that was one of them, smoke mouth. A girl saying you have smoke mouth, a girl talking about your hairline or your lack of hair, a girl criticizing your trainers, like a girl could say something to you about your shoulders or how your hands are, and you could not unnotice it forever. It could be one of those things that becomes an insecurity. She could be like, oh my God, why is your eye like that? And you could never not unsee your eye, how it is or something, or your ears or your teeth or something. Like those little weird throwaway things can really cut you. So I love the fact that she said he's got smoke mouth.
Drake said, like, leave the dogs alone, Joe.
Oh, I love it. Leave the dogs alone.
I don't know why he's obsessed. Like, everything I do, there's a million people to talk about in life. Like, I can never just, Drake said, like, leave the dogs alone, Joe. I don't know why he's obsessed. Like, everything I do, there's a million people to talk about in life. Like, I can never.
I think Shin might be redacted. Bubba.
Who said this? Big up, who's this? Oh, I played it myself. I don't know what happened there. Big up KP. Big up NJ Ranger.
Kanye, Elon, Joey writing sympathy for diagnoses, then proceed to do anything other than do the real work necessary in therapy. Rules for me.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's so annoying because it happens so often. It's so transparent. And like you said, rules for me, not for D. It's fucking, or rules for D, not for me. It's fucking annoying. I fucking hate it so much. So much. But this is just more bitch made because it's a girl. Like, he just, you know, without any like provocation, he just get himself in. Like, what does it have to do with him? If she mentioned, oh yeah, the tour was shit, I felt like I was playing at a fucking Joe Budden concert or something, fair enough, I understand if he gets involved. But she didn't mention him. Rod Wave has nothing to do with Joe. Like, why is he getting involved? Why was he so triggered by what she said? You know, it's such a bizarre fucking thing to get angry about. But maybe it kind of answers to the fact that he has some underlying, you know, anger issues, because he got really wound up and angry about her bad experience at a Rod Wave tour. It's like, what? I was the one there. Why are you annoyed that I was annoyed? Like, huh? But big up KP and NJ Ranger. Appreciate you both.
Or just express what's going on with me without him coming from behind.
Pause.
I don't know, the trash, the landfill that he lives in. Oof. To say something. He always has to say something.
Exactly.
And I don't know why. I do not know why. He's disgusting, and I know his breath stinks. I know in my heart his breath stinks. So I don't know what it is or what it will.
She said that so sincere. I know in my heart of heart his breath stinks. I just know it. I can feel it. That's like Bert Kreischer. I believe Bert Kreischer must smell like shit. I don't believe a guy who showers in his swimming pool. Because I remember he said that. He said he showers in his swimming pool. A man who showers in his swimming pool must smell like shit. A man who drinks as much as Bert does, who eats as much as Bert, there's no way Bert Kreischer smells good. There's no way Bert Kreischer smells like, oh my God, guys, did I tell you this? I was about to say Savage. You know how, I told you I live in a trap, right? I told you I live in a hood. I live in a really rough part of town. I'm from here, kind of, you know, my parents live like half an hour away. I grew up in the bad side of town, right? I'm a thug, right? Cool, whatever. I walked past one of our, we've got like, we've got a shop called a Cash Converters here in the UK. It's basically similar to you guys having a pawn shop, right? Where you go and, you know, you pawn stuff in. Like if you've got an old stereo, if you've got a new phone, whatever, to get money. But obviously in the hood, in really bad neighborhoods, those pawn shops or those cash converters are basically a version of a bank. If you can't get a loan, it's a way to get a loan. Obviously you won't get the value of your thing and they'll undercut you or something because they need to sell it on. But if you need money, you can maybe exchange like an iPhone for, you know, a quarter of what it's valued to get some cash, and then maybe later on you can come back and buy it back, right? But I usually go there to buy like headphones. Like I bought these headphones from there, right? Or like cameras, like little things, because people always like pawn stuff in because, you know, whatever. So I'm always looking for like speakers, headphones, cameras, whatever I can look at. You know what really broke my heart today? I walked past the window display and guess what they had on the display? Guess what they had, bro? Guess what they had in the window display? Bitch, you guessed it. Dior Sauvage. You know the fucking aftershave. The fucking fragrance, the men fragrance, Dior Sauvage, the one with Johnny Depp in the advert. They had that on the shelf, bro. Somebody pawned Dior perfume. That is some that is some poor shit. That's when I knew I lived in a poor neighborhood. Somebody pawned Tom Ford fragrance. That whatever that Tom Ford one that all the boys like. I think it's called like, is it called like Cedarwood or something, or something? I forgot what the name of it is called. I saw a Dior Sauvage and I saw the Tom Ford one. Fuck, bro. Imagine you're so down bad that you're pawning perfume. This is why I'm so humble. This is why I'm so grounded, because I live in an area like this. I see this shit every day on my way to work. On my way to work, I'm walking past a shop where somebody pawned perfume. Fuck.
Take to, like, maybe I have to sue him? Is that what I have to do? Like, get on my Cardi B shit and like really just spin the bread to shut his smoke mouth up, because he's disgusting and he's a lame to sit here. This man has never ever in his life validated the truth. He just loves to oppose everybody. He loves to oppose everybody because who hurt him? I do not know. What woman hurt him? I don't know.
Pure hater, that's why.
I don't know. I don't know. But he'll never acknowledge the truth. I can't ever just talk to my people without him just being psychotic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. I should literally just drop 20 fucking K to sue him. I really should. Just because.
Anyway, you get the point, right? So, what's my conclusion? You know what I think is the case here? Apart from Joe Budden being an actual... You know, people say they're haters online. Some people would even call me a hater, which is insane. I think I'm more of a cultural commentator. But, you know, people always say that they're haters. I think Joe is actually a real hater. That's what a real hater actually looks like. Like a pure, unabridged, unapologetic hater is somebody that can just grab hate from the, you know, just from the atmosphere. They just grab it. They just latch onto stuff and just they chow down and hate. But at the crux of this, at the point of this is this. I think Joe, for his entire career before he was a podcaster, when he was a rapper, I think he was always known, he was always known as an emotional guy, as an emotional rapper. He put all his emotions, all his personal experiences, all of his troubles with relationships, friendships, life in general, all into his music. He'd be very self-deprecating, He do a lot of kind of personal inventory through his raps. That's what he was known for, right? Mood music, you know, that whole fucking series of mixtapes was basically a lot of that, a lot of introspection, a lot of brutal honesty, all that stuff in music. But it was never really acknowledged. No one really gave a shit. I'm somebody that thinks he was an amazing rapper when he was coming up, but no one cared. Apart from Pump It Up, no one really gave a fuck about his music career. So it must have been very damaging to his ego, or it must have just hurt him a lot, feelings wise, to know that he was one of the most talented rappers of his generation, but he could never translate it into being an artist, and nobody cared that he was emotional about it or he was pouring his emotion to his music. Then 10-20 years down the line, Drake comes around, or just the music changes, the landscape, an artist like Drake pops up, and he is all emotion. He's all emotions, all feelings, and then behind him loads of kids come up who are also all emotions, all feelings. Then the cultural conversation around mental health changes, and people start talking about these things more openly, and you get more sympathy for talking about these things. People are a little bit more understanding of it. So I think at the crux of it, Joe is just jealous that he's not living in this time where people are a little bit more understanding and would acknowledge people's like mental health struggles and the things that they go through that kind of maybe influence their art, or maybe distract them from making art. He can't, it kind of eats away at his soul that people don't give a shit about his feelings the way they give a shit about people's feelings nowadays. That's what I think is at the core of it, because I still think, although his podcasting career is where it is and he's done amazingly well, there is probably at heart still a lot of like, wouldn't say regret, but a lot of contempt for the industry and maybe the fans that he was never able to make it. Really, he still kind of hates that fact. And then of course when he sees other people doing the Joe Budden thing of pouring out their hearts, of saying how they feel on camera, it just fucking eats away at him. That's why he's hating like this. That's the only thing I can think of to explain it, because why else would you just jump out the window to attack Ari Lennox about her own experience opening up for Rod Wave? Like, can't I not complain? It's fucking social media. If I want to vent and moan, let me complain. It's not that deep. But anyway, here he goes. Or maybe it's not all that deep, and maybe the reason why he did it is because he wants to do the content of everything. He knows about putting himself in the algorithm. He knows about the you know, I'm reacting to it, other people react to it, that whole kind of economy, and he just did it just to kind of get a reaction. Who knows? Either way, I thought that was fucking hilarious. Big up Ari Lennox. I'll defend her to the hill. I'm a big fan of her music, big fan of hers as well. You know, chalk up the fucking Broadway thing as an L, but it happens. It is what it is. Dust yourself off, come back again. But Joe Budden is a consummate hater, one of the best haters in the world. He's up there. He's definitely one of the top 10 haters of all time. He definitely will go in the Hall of Fame of hating, because that was so random. That came out of the blue and was so unnecessary. But again, it's proof that guy's a hater. You cannot touch him when it comes to hating. He's in a league of his own. Anyway, moving on. Moving on from that level of hating, let's talk about, we have to talk about the Little Boom shit. So I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but DJ AKADEMIKS' right-hand man, Little Boom, is in some big trouble. He got caught, somebody exposed the fact that in, I think 2021, he was accused of going into a Target and sexually assaulting, sexually harassing, sexually abusing a 10-year-old girl and a 17-year-old girl, and maybe some other people in there. He randomly allegedly pulled up to a Target in his PJs and some slippers and started walking down the aisles and shit and touching up random people in the fucking supermarket. Crazy shit. Crazy. Even worse because it was a fucking 10-year-old, right? Obviously it's always bad, but literal children, that's some pedo shit in my opinion. But what do I know? Anyway, people pulled up his paperwork online, and obviously 1090 Jake, the king of paperwork, put it up on there, and he's talking about it in his latest video, so I'm going to react to it now. 1090 Jake on Little Boom, AKADEMIKS' right-hand man, going in fucking Walmart and touching kids. Let's play the video.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, and I'm rocking with y'all, y'all rocking with me. For this video, we're going to be speaking on Adam 22, exposing the first rapper of 2024. Less than 2 weeks into the new year, and Adam 22 is starting off with a boom, literally. Adam would share a Facebook post to his Instagram story by the Ocala Police Department. The post would read, "Update. Thanks to our Facebook followers, this person was identified. His name is Shannon Jawan Adams, 23. He also goes by Lil Boom."
No offense, but is Lil Boom too ugly to rap? No offense, but is Lil Boom too ugly to rap? Like, is there like a certain threshold you have to reach to rap? He looks a bit too ugly, innit? You have to be a certain level of like, you have to have something about you to rap. Like, he looks way too ugly. Like, it's not gonna happen. But maybe I'm hating, who knows?
Originally, the post read, "Can you identify? We need your help identifying this person of interest. He was seen walking around inside the Walmart located on Easy Street. Inside Walmart, he inappropriately touched the backside of multiple people, including children." Adam would savagely at Lil Boom, asking how is this real while laughing his ass off. The next day, a post to No Jumper's Instagram would get Lil Boom's attention after not only posting close-up surveillance pictures, but Facebook comments left on the police department's page of a woman claiming her and her daughter were also followed around the same store. Lil Boom would comment, "This is so cap. If this was true, I'd be on a fucking registry."
Imagine that being your defense. Imagine somebody accuses you of touching up little kids in a Target, and your defense is, no, but if I did it, I'll be on a registry. I'll be on a sex offenders list if I did it. What? That's like somebody saying, you get accused of rape, and you're like, oh, if I was a rapist, I'd have loads of people accusing me. I can't just have one person accusing me. It's like, bro, I don't think that's the defense you want to go with. Like what? That is the most fucked up defense I've ever heard.
But as we all remember, Designer got caught choking the chicken on a plane, and part of his plea is he wouldn't have to register. Now, Lil Boom was arrested only 3 days after the Facebook post was made, and his arrest report would reveal some disturbing details.
Jesus Christ.
On September 19th, 2021, the Ocala Police Department responded to a Walmart after...
And maybe I'm exaggerating here, but I gotta be honest, man. It doesn't happen often, maybe because we're a minority, right? Black people around the world, we are a minority. I think in the UK, black people make up less than 10% of the population. Maybe in other places it's less. But it does hit different when you see another black person doing this shit. It does hit different, especially when they're a young guy. Like, that guy looks like, Lil Boom looks like he might be what? He should be like under 30. Maybe he's early 30s, maybe he's like mid-20s, but he's a young dude. Imagine being into this shit at that age. You're going into Targets, touching 10-year-olds. Like, what are you doing, brother? Like, you're doing pedo shit at this age. This sort of dicey pedo shit. This is not even like, I don't even know what is acceptable. There's nothing acceptable really, but I don't know. This is like you going in a supermarket like at like what, 7 p.m. and you're not even in like a club or something. Like where you're getting handsy with some girl. Like you're in like in some bright, well-lit supermarket, touching kids in aisles as they what, going to grab a frozen pizza. You're there behind them, bending up like, oh, disgusting, bro.
Reports of a battery. Arriving at the scene, officers made contact with a father who advised his daughters were inappropriately touched. The 10 and 17-year-old girls advised they were in the produce section with the rest of their family nearby. That's when a male, later identified as Shannon or Lil Boom, approached and touched the 10-year-old's butt.
Come on, bro. You should be in pen already for that. You should be under the jail, electrocuted, shot, hung, run over with a fucking... Let's get Brendan's TRX and let's run you over with that. Let's get Brendan's TRX, run you over with that, and then throw you in the deepest ocean.
With a grabbing motion. He then continued to the 17-year-old and did the same before walking away. The officer made contact with a male witness who advised while shopping in the produce section, he observed Lil Boom touch a young female on the butt. Contact was made with loss prevention, who allowed the officer to review the surveillance video. A red Chevy could be seen entering the Walmart parking lot. Boom would enter the Walmart before making his way to the produce section, and at this time the two underage females were in the same section selecting items. Boom can be seen approaching the 10-year-old from behind and touching her butt, to which she jumped away from him. The two girls would walk towards their mother as the suspect proceeds closer to them. That's when he approached the 17-year-old, touching her butt. 6 minutes later, Boom could be observed on camera approaching a third female, where he attempts to touch her butt, but she doesn't react.
I love that in the stream chat, when I was listening to AKADEMIKS earlier, they were calling little Boom Little Groom. They've called, like, his name has changed forever now. Know how they call Adam 22 Adam 16? Now Little Boom's name is Little Groom. Obviously, AKADEMIKS' chat niggas are fucking hilarious. They called him Little Groom.
The female then takes a few steps and he attempts to touch her again, but this time she turned around and stared at him. Ocala police were unable to identify or contact this victim. 13 minutes since the first cheek was batted.
Yeah, I don't think he's Haitian. People are saying he's Haitian. I think he's Somali. He looks very Somali, innit? He looks very, very, very Somali to me. I don't know what you guys think. He looks very, very Somalian. I've seen a couple of boys in Beckton around here who looks like him. Do you know what I mean? He looks very, very Somalian to me. He looks like some of my fucking, you know, some of my Mali mandem. You know what I mean? Some of my Mogadishu mandem.
Boom can be seen on video walking to the cosmetic department. A young Hispanic female was standing, looking at something on display, when Boom walks up behind her and brushes up very close from behind. He'd walk back to her several times without her noticing when she bent down to look at something. Boom would pull out his cell phone and appear to be taking pictures from underneath the female as she crouched down. He'd do this for several moments until an older Hispanic woman moved a cot behind the young.
What's that Somalian saying? Is it Salam Alaikum? Salam Alaikum? Is it Salam Alaikum? Salam Alaikum? Is it Salam Alaikum? Salam Alaikum? Something like that, innit? Like it means like hello or something. Salam Alaikum, Salam Alaikum or something. Big up my Mali mandem.
A female, preventing him from taking any more pictures. According to the arrest report, it states it should be noted the female was wearing jeans and therefore doesn't meet the requirements of video voyeurism. For those unfamiliar with the term, it's under Florida Statute 810.145. A person commits video voyeurism when, for their own amusement, entertainment, sexual arousal, gratification, profit, or for the purpose.
Anyone that's sweating in their own music video deserves to be in prison. A music video should be you in your best light. If you're there sweating in your music video, you probably deserve to be in prison, to be fair.
Of degrading another person, intentionally installs a camera to secretly view or record a person without their consent who is dressing, undressing, or privately exposed. In simpler terms, it's when a weird motherfucker tries recording naked people. Had the woman in the grocery store been wearing a skirt, Lil Boom would have been hit with another charge.
You know what was wild? I remember seeing this video on my favorite subreddit of all time, Public Freakout subreddit, right? There was a video of this black dude, again, another creepy black dude, in another supermarket, and he was at the frozen produce aisle. And every time a woman would open the fridge to get something, he'd like stand behind them, like literally, like with his crotch behind their bum, ever so slightly touching them. And then when they noticed, he'd turn around quickly and act like nothing was happening. And he did it like to 5 different people in the same aisle. There was CCTV footage of it. He just walked behind them, and then he'd like, as soon as they would open the fridge and like bend down, because for some women too, I don't know what it is about women, they love to bend down at their hips. They don't bend like with their knees, so they just bend down and they've got their fucking ass up in the air. So if you're a creep, it's easy to just walk by and just like slap or do whatever nonsense they're doing. So he then just walks by and just stands behind them. And then when they turn around, he like quickly runs away. I remember watching that video thinking, oh my God, this guy deserves to be questioned. If he's doing this in broad daylight in a supermarket, down the frozen produce aisle, imagine what he must be gearing up to do. That's like, maybe I'm being dramatic, but that's like when serial killers start cutting up clothes in supermarkets and stuff, or start, you know, jumping in women's houses and stealing their underwear. That's like you're gearing up for something. That type of shit. Like, that isn't some kink. That's you, like, you know, wanting to fucking rape and bind and shit. You know what I mean? You're on your way. You're on your way to do some Jeffrey Dahmer shit. Like, you need to be locked up, bro.
What's even weirder is after the older woman intervened, Lil Boom still stayed by the woman with his phone out for several minutes before leaving the store. Clear photos would be taken from the surveillance video showing Boom was wearing pajama pants at the time. And 2 days after being posted to the Ocala Police Department's Facebook, a female would contact officers stating she recognized Boom from a party 2 years prior and identified him as Lil Boom.
Jesus
but when
Christ.
searching for his social media, it would turn out he deactivated his accounts. Officers were able to find matching photos of Boom on Facebook, but that wouldn't be all. Officers would make contact with Darian Hester, who advised Lil.
So what? He's got a little fucking collective of people. He's got a groom squad. He's got a pedo team. Pedo boys with the Z. Not coke boys, pedo boys. Is that what they're doing? He's got a team of guys walking around Targets, touching up kids. Yo, firing squad for all these man. All these man fi dead. I'm on my fucking Jada Kingdom shit. Russian shit. All these man fi dead. Fire, 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 man. Burn them all. God damn, bro. Gasoline thing. Shit. Man's got a team. Anyway, never trust a man who cuts their beard this way. Any guy who cuts their beard like this and then has that fucking Boardwalk Empire, Nucky Thompson, thin mustache shit, never trust them. Any man with a beard and no mustache should not be fucking trusted, in my personal opinion. Any man that goes to a fucking Target supermarket with pajama pants on, a man, not a woman. A chick can do whatever. Let her go in leggings and pajama pants. But if you're a dude and you're going to a supermarket in pajama pants and sandals, you belong in jail too. You also might be a pedo. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. That's the truth. If you're going to Target at fucking 6 p.m. in the evening with your fucking like, if you have to drive to a Target, if the Target's down the road, fair enough. If your Walmart is 5-minute walk, fair enough. But if you have to get in your car to drive somewhere and you wear pajama pants, you are a pedo. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. I'm sorry.
Boom was an associate of his, but refused to provide additional information over the phone. Instead, Darian agreed to meet officers at his residence. Officers would arrive, making contact with Darian, who was uncooperative and refused to provide any information, even though he agreed to meet officers at his address. But come to find out, this was also the home of Lil Boom.
Jesus.
Boom's mother, who was the registered owner of the red Chevy seen on surveillance video at the Walmart.
You're driving your mom's car to go do pedo behavior. Nah. You're taking your mom's car on fucking pedo rideouts. You're taking your mom's whip to do pedo rideouts. And these are the same guys that are barking at women. They get on Fresh and Fit. They're hard on thoughts. They're ragging on girls. I would never date a girl that did this. How many bodies do you have? All this shit. Bruh. You're touching kids and driving your mum's car. And here you are talking about girls and shit. What they should do and what they shouldn't do. I wouldn't wife a thought. I wouldn't be with a girl that has a kid. All of these standards. And you're driving your mum's car to do pedo rideouts. Fire for them.
Advised she is Boom's mother and acknowledged she took it to Walmart. She also confirmed his nickname is Lil Boom. Officers would call Boom, who identified himself as Shannon. When asked, Shannon advised he was just shopping around and didn't touch anyone. Because Shannon was identified on surveillance video and admitted to being there the day of the incident, officers found probable cause to charge him with 2 counts of battery. 23-year-old Shannon Adams, or Lil Boom, would be taken into custody just 4 days after the incident took place. Now, Boom would make bond and retain Miss Alexa Rimmer to represent him. It just so happens Miss Rimmer went viral on TikTok, where she describes herself as a public defender lady who lives in Orlando. She'd make a video for all of her girls, gays, and theys, spreading awareness on store facial recognition.
Jesus Christ.
What's up, y'all? This message is for all my girls, gays, and theys that like to use the 5-finger discount. I am not endorsing or condoning any criminal behavior, but I am just here to tell you that some of these stores have facial recognition technology.
Her video has over 1.
Yo, only in America would you have a lawyer get on fucking social media advising you on how to fucking commit a crime, on how to shoplift. Only in America would there be a lawyer who's passed a bar exam getting on fucking social media with a full face and a full government name telling people how to steal. How's she ending it? Is she like doing a disclaimer? This is not financial advice. This is not fucking, what you call it, law advice or something. Like, what is she doing to protect herself? She's like, allegedly, stores have facial recognition. So, like, woman, what are you doing, bro?
0.8 million views, and just so happens to be the same way Lil Boom was identified to police. Looking back at his arrest report, officers utilized the Faces program to identify photos of Lil Boom to the surveillance photos taken at the Walmart. With his lawyer ready, Boom would get himself a sweet deal and plead no contest in court, meaning he doesn't admit he did anything, but doesn't dispute the facts of the case. He'd be convicted on 2 counts of misdemeanor battery, which is defined as touching or striking someone against their will. As part of his plea, he'd be given 12 months of probation, fines, and 40 hours of community service. But he'd also have to sign.
Community service must be a weird thing, innit? Community service, you might be you might be with somebody that literally stole a chocolate bar from a store. You might be with somebody who didn't pay their parking tickets or something, right? Or parking fines. And then you also might be doing community service with a guy who's literally a pedo. You have no idea. It's so random.
Sign off agreeing he will have no unsupervised contact with minors under 18, have no contact with the 2 victims in his case, and he'd be required to undergo a psychosexual evaluation.
If you need a psychosexual evaluation, I think they should just remove you from the earth. Allegedly. It's a joke, it's a prank. But yeah. If you need psychosexual evaluations, you probably shouldn't be... I can't say that, can I? Nah.
February of 2023, an affidavit for violation of probation would be filed, stating Boom failed to pay multiple fines, still owed 26 hours of community service, and failed to provide proof he completed his psychosexual evaluation. Boom would take to YouTube in a live that's since been deleted, where roughly 70 viewers listened as he denied any wrongdoing. He'd state he doesn't even care and that his family and friends don't even care. But once again, going back to the affidavit, we can see one of his family members, Darian, who turns out to be Boom's brother, gave the police his address to speak with them.
His brother snitched on him. To be fair though, everyone should have a line. Everyone should have a line. You should have a line about what you would snitch for. There should be, even if it's family, there should be something there. And maybe doing some pedo shit might be the one. Murder, I'm gonna ride with you because I don't know what happened. Do you know what I mean? And it could have been a fight gone wrong. But pedo and rape shit, I can't. How can I do that? How can I run cover for a family member if you did some pedo and rape shit? That's too much. But if you kill a bunch of people die every day, B.
Darian and Boom can be seen in family photos together, and Darian even portrays to be a rolling 60s Crip on Facebook. So if he didn't feel some type of way about Boom's accusations, why would he contact the police and essentially lead them to Boom's doorstep?
Jesus Christ.
I decided to reach out to Darian, aka Justo Dolo. I'd ask if he knew his brother was going viral over the Walmart case, where it said he grabbed 2 minor asses, a 3rd female, and was taking pics of a 4th female bent over in the store. I told him I got the paperwork and then said he gave the police their home address. While Boom is claiming nobody in his family cared because he didn't do anything, and I saw his brother was claiming Rolling 60s Crip, I wanted to ask his opinion on the situation before I dropped the video. Justo would say, I didn't anything and he didn't do it. It's come with the fame, bro. You should know this, white boy. No, I absolutely love this.
I love this when people do this. I love when people snitch and then when they get called out for snitching, they act like they didn't. What is that? Is that like a form of manipulation, a form of gaslighting, retconning like DSP does? What is that? When people, it's on paper. You're on paperwork. Because technically, if you didn't snitch, there should be no paperwork of you saying anything. It should just be all no comment, no comment, no comment, right? It's easy not to snitch. You just don't say nothing. You just take the consequences of what happens, but you just kind of keep your keep your fucking mouth shut. Get my lawyer. Don't say a fucking word. It's not that difficult to do. But when you do snitch, you do so willingly. You don't usually snitch because you've been coerced or you've been, someone bent your arm around your back. It's usually something that you decide to do. So I love when these guys, these kind of hood dudes, these gangsters, right, decide to do it and then like act like they didn't. It's like, bruh, your name is on the paperwork. Maybe you regret it now, but you still did it.
This response, because now I'm just gonna pick Justo apart. I'd send him the paperwork clearly stating he agreed to meet at his home, and I asked him, that's you, ain't it? I'd also send him page 2 of his brother's plea agreement saying, and that's him signing off saying he can't have unsupervised contact with minors, right? The fuck type of crip you is?
Jesus Christ.
Justo would respond with, come find out what kind crip I am. And before we continue with anything else,
let's start there.
Just looking at your Instagram, I can tell you the type of crip that wear more red than blue. Like you really don't even wear blue. The only gang repping you're doing is really with emojis, and the only picture of you with anyone else repping a flag is this goofy shit from 2015.
Oh, 10 Jake is ripping him apart. Everyone's getting it. Little Groom's brother's getting it. His set's getting it. Everyone's getting it. Big up 1090 Jake.
This the type of crip you is. Now Justo would say, do your homework. That shit false, cuz. And I clarified I did my homework. He signed off on it and got probation, no contact with kids, psychosexual evaluation. He'd say I'm whooped, and did I know he has a twin?
No way. No way did the brother say, did you know he has a twin? Are you trying to say that it wasn't Little Boom in the video, it was the twin brother? So you're still snitching. So he's not snitching on the brother now, he's snitching on another brother. He's got a twin. Yo, these guys are fucking idiots, bro. Honestly, it's just amazing. I love the range of intelligence. Some gangsters, some gangbangers are really smart, right? To the point where you're thinking, right, if you took that that intelligence and you applied it to like the corporate world, these guys would be fucking beasts. Then you've got some people in gangs, some gangbangers who are legit double-digit IQ, Wings of Redemption level of dumb, like ridiculously dumb. The kind of kids that didn't graduate fucking high school, the kind of kids that dropped out of fucking elementary school, super dumb. The range is crazy. You got super smart guys and then really fucking redacted dudes. Literally guys that can't spell. They can't fucking do any fucking simple fucking, maths. Legit don't know their arse from their elbow. But then you got super smart ones. Imagine my twin brother. My brother's twin is like, huh?
Alleging it may have been one of Boom's brothers instead of Boom. So I'd say, did you know he said it was him on live last night, but he bumped into the girls, he didn't touch them. Justo would say, to clarify,
I bumped into them. I fell in their pussies. Like, imagine, that's that defense, isn't it, right? Isn't there like I'm going to reveal myself now, but isn't there like a porn about that? Is it like a Naughty America? It's like a legendary one where the guy's like fighting and then he kind of falls into the girl, like, whoops. Isn't there like a porn like that? Like, is it Naughty America? Naughty America. I saw this video where the guy's like wrestling with the girl and he falls into her. Porn boys, porn boys, porn boys.
And I'd send him the clip from Boom's live.
He was like, if you go to trial, they're gonna, because you did bump into them. Yes, you did. Did you touch somebody on their ass cheeks and grip they booty cheeks?
Stinagu, what's Naughty America? You're over whooping now. You're over whooping now. Do your homework. You're over whooping about what's fucking naughty America. Get out of here. What's naughty America? All right. Stop the cap. Stop the fucking cap. Come on, man. What? Come on.
Like, they make it seem like I was in Walmart gripping booty cheeks and sniffing in ass cheeks and shit. No, nigga. Niggas was in my way. I got them out of my way.
Now, Boom would claim the allegations against him weren't true and that he only bumped into the girl.
So he bumped into a 10-year-old girl, told her to get out of his way, not by just saying, hey, sorry, miss, would you mind stepping out of the way? Excuse me, I'm coming through. Sorry, my bad, as a normal person would. What did he do with a 10-year-old? He bent down and reached and cupped her ass and then pushed her out of the way. Is that what he did? Is that how he's explaining himself? So, yeah, all right, cool, man.
Girls while walking by because they were in his way. He'd somewhat addressed the third female he allegedly touched on camera and never mentioned the fourth, who he allegedly stood around taking pictures of. And he'd say, how were police able to identify him and not them? Well, personally, I don't think a victim would want their pictures shared over social media, asking Crime Stoppers to identify whose ass was allegedly touched in aisle 3, so I'd assume that's why it was easier for them to identify Boom and not the two victims. But Boom isn't done. According to another live, Boom plans on suing me, Adam22, and 2 others for defamation.
Cause I got a lawsuit on this nigga. It's like 5 people: Smashy, Gremlin, Jake, Adam. For defamation, nigga, are you stupid?
Stupid.
Now, the definition of defamation is the action of damaging the good reputation of someone, slander, or libel. But what exactly was done to damage his good reputation? Adam22 reposted a screenshot saying, no way, this is real. Boom commented saying it was cap because if it was true, he'd be on a registry. And I asked him if he's sure about that. Because literally, according to his court documents, he was charged with battery on a 10-year-old girl and a 17-year-old girl for the unwanted physical contact he made with their backside.
Imagine that. Charged with battery against a 10-year-old. We need to bring back shame, innit? There's no shame anymore on the internet. If you got accused of something like that, you should disappear from social media. You should no longer be a content creator. You should be ashamed. You should want to fucking, you should want to fucking go through some level of rehabilitation. Work on yourself. The last thing you want to be doing is like on fucking live stream with a green screen. Like, what is this shit? We need to bring back shame. We need to bring back fucking shame, because this is horrendous.
He claims he didn't touch them but bumped into them. They claimed he touched them inappropriately, and he pled no contest and was convicted on both charges of battery, signing in his plea deal to stay away from both victims, etc., etc. So he didn't need to be placed on a registry for what the police alleged to be true.
Exactly.
And he later was found guilty of 2 of the allegations.
Exactly.
Now, the biggest plot twist of the century comes from the fact that Adam22 wasn't even the one that boomed Lil Boom's paperwork. Come to find out, Lil Boom is a Discord mod who allegedly got into an argument with a female Discord mod named Smash. She would claim he banned her from the Discord and then sprayed all of her information into the Discord.
Oh my God. Yo, AKADEMIKS hangs around with some dodgy guys, innit? Imagine this running in your Discord. Imagine. AKADEMIKS has some... The company he keeps is so bizarre. From that girl that's literally trying to ruin his life to his right-hand man doing this. He doxed this girl's entire details on Discord. What does somebody have to do this, to deserve this? Just because you had a disagreement. You had a bit of a spat. You do this to somebody. What does somebody have to do to deserve this level of a treatment? This level of, like, privacy invasion. Like, what? Like, God almighty, bro.
Such as her name, age, weight, her 6-year-old daughter's name, her family members, her current address, and even previous addresses. In return, she decided to look into Lil Boom and discovered the post made by the police department that Boom has allegedly victimized women and children before. She also claims she's filing charges on Boom for doxing her and her child.
Good.
So while Boom apparently doesn't like his own business being passed around and is threatening to sue, no one would have ever known his history had he not sprayed a woman's personal info, including her child, over a Discord.
Anyway, that's the conclusion of it. DJ AKADEMIKS' right-hand man is a real creep. Anyone defending that shit also deserves to be in prison themselves. Alleged, whatever, we have documents about it, police reports. He obviously went into some sort of plea agreement. Just because he's not registered doesn't mean he didn't do it. The defense that he has about, his brother saying it's his twin, him saying he bumped into the women is nonsense and just disgusting. And if anything, is another real black mark and a real L on AKADEMIKS as well. It seems like he's been having non-stop L's from those girls accusing him of being a pedo as well. Those weird DMs of him asking the girl when she's 18. The story of that girl in the house getting ran a train on by his friends, and maybe he fucked her too, or maybe he didn't, who knows. His girlfriend, or ex-girlfriend, on-off girlfriend, Shay Glizzy, trying to ruin his life, exposing him, revealing dick pics or something she sent to Adam22 and Whack 100, stealing money, hitting his fucking mom, exposing him, deleting his streams, turning off his streams, saying crazy shit about him on Discord. It's just non-stop fucking L's. But you know what's quite gratifying about it? It's actually gratifying to see that dorks will always be dorks. Lames will always be lames. I think that's what I remember Fabulous saying. This is a weird example, but when Fabulous and who's that guy again? The fucking Brandy's brother. What's his fucking name? Brandy's brother. Do you guys remember his name? Brandy's brother, the fucking R&B singer. When him and Fabulous were going back and forth. What's his fucking name? Short guy. Ray J. That's it, Ray J. Big up Dark Web J. You remember when Fabulous and Ray J were going back and forth? And Ray J did that famous clip about, we got 100 Rolls Royces. We got booty goons. Fabulous came on the radio and replied back to that famous rant. And I remember him saying, you can never unlame a guy. Like a lame nigga with money is still a lame nigga. And that's what we're seeing with AKADEMIKS and Boom. Just because you have money doesn't mean you can unlame yourself. You can never undork yourself with just money and fame. You're still going to be a dork at heart. So maybe it's quite gratifying to see that these lames, these dorks, these nerds who were never cool, just because they have money and fame and status, they still do lame nigga shit. It's just unfortunate that women and children have to be hurt in the process. That's the only real shame about it. But God almighty, man, what a pathetic and disgusting situation all around. And yeah, solidarity with the victims. Hope everything gets sorted out, but that's fucking disgusting. Moving on. Have you guys, let's jump a little bit into some Brendan stuff actually, and then we go to other stuff. Let's look at some clips. Oh, let's look at this. What the fuck is this about? Oh my god. So random firing the kid clips or random firing the kid stuff. Look at this, bro. Again, I don't like to talk about this lady. I really don't like to talk about her, but this post is insane. This features Brendan Schaub's wife on Instagram doing a selfie, and the caption is fucking crazy. What's the caption say? When you want to go out with your baby, but remember she's still recovering, so you just wear your hat and purse around the house to not feel like you're losing your mind. So I feel like I'm not in PJ since Friday. P.S. Sorry for my mirror hasn't been cleaned. It's been crazy. What did Kiki Palmer's husband say? The ex-husband or the ex-baby daddy? You're a mum. You're a mum. You're a mum, yo. You're a mum. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you saying? This whole caption is all about her. I. Allegedly, they had a baby, right? A baby girl who was born prematurely. And allegedly, she's having some health complications. And I think it's attached to her being born premature. But I remember reading on the subreddit, they said that how premature babies shouldn't be outside. They need to limit contact with strangers and shit. They should basically be kind of in an incubator at home, kind of getting tended to and cared to until they are strong enough to be outside with all the fucking germs, all the fucking people out there and shit. So you're not really meant to be out and about with your premature baby. The moment that baby was discharged from the NICU at Cedar Sinai, as Brendan calls it, they went straight out to fucking Rodeo, Beverly Hills or something. Beverly Hills Drive, whatever that place is, to Balenciaga store. And now she's like going crazy at home because she can't go outside with the baby. It's like, bruh, you have a premature baby. Maybe put yourself to the side a bit. The priority is the baby. Put the baby as the main priority. Get that baby healthy. Look after the fucking critter. Maybe your priorities or your needs and your wants to go to fucking Balenciaga aren't the most important things right now. Maybe you going to Erewhon is not the most important thing right now. Maybe you going to Starbucks to do a coffee run in your fucking Lambo truck isn't the most important thing right now. Maybe look after your fucking baby. Huh? Maybe do that first. God almighty, bro. Think of the children. Think of the fucking children. Imagine having Brendan for a dad and this woman for a mum. I want to feel human again. So what? You put on your rollie. You've got your little mini Birkin bag on. I'm assuming an expensive hat. You know, you got your lips replumped again. You just had a C-section and you got your lips injected freshly just to give yourself a nice little plump. Like, God almighty, man. They are perfect for each other in some ways, but it's also kind of sad to see. This woman, like, remember I said before about Brian Callen just maybe giving up. I think there's a lot of honor. There's a lot of like grace in giving up. And I don't mean in a bad way, but understanding that, you know, it's over now. The days of me being a hot girl are over. I'm now a mum. The priorities are my kids. Until they turn 18, I'm going to be there for them. Yes, you can live your life also. Don't put your life on pause. But you're not hot. You're not a hot girl anymore. It's not hot girl summer for you anymore. You're a mum with 3 kids. Hang it up, bro. Hang it up. Like, what are you doing? Be a mum. Chill at home. Relax. Look after the kid. The whole entire time she was pregnant, she was complaining about being pregnant. I hate being pregnant. I hate being pregnant. The whole entire time the kids are around, every social media post I see on social media, it's about fucking her talking about how much she hates being at home with the kids. So who raises these children? Brendan never, because he's always out buying new cars and never at home. She's at home with what? Her nanny and her like. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know what to say, man. Blessings and good vibes to the kids, I guess. The mum's a fucking psycho. What an insane post. All about me, not about the child. I don't really know what to say, really, to be fair. I got nothing. I got nothing good to say, so I'm not going to continue talking. Then we got this post. Is this even illegal? If this even legal, what's this about? Is this even legal? It's a screenshot taken from a social media of a Prada bag. Raffle. With $75, you can win 4,000. Oh my God. She's doing that cringy Kardashian raffle shit that they do. Which is obviously a scam. Big up NJ Ranger. Appreciate the super chat, brother.
Hey Big AK, this is when you should be hard on thoughts.
Exactly, Ranger, exactly. Big up NJ Ranger. Appreciate you, brother. But this is one of those, I'm not sure if you've seen it, but Kim Kardashian, a few other people too, they love to do these like posts where they raffle. I'm not sure if you've seen them. Like Nicki Minaj has done it too, where they'll be standing in front of a car and in front of them there'll be loads of fucking bags from shops like Louis Vuitton, Dior, all these designer stores, and the caption will be like, oh, enter the raffle to win all these things. But it's obviously in raffle to kind of farm engagement and shit. I don't know who actually even wins the stuff, but obviously the influencers, the Kims, the Nicki Minaj's, now Brendan's wife, they get paid quite heavily for it, or quite handsomely. I think I read somewhere that Kim Kardashian gets paid like $1 million per post for those things. They're really exploitative. They're super grifty, very scammy. And if anything, are an example of how money hungry these people are. Because if you're Kim Kardashian, do you really need to be grifting and scamming your fans for these raffle things? when you make so much money legitimately through your businesses? Do you really need it? But I guess, you know, if somebody offers you $1 million for a post on social media, it's probably very hard to turn down. But Jesus Christ, now Brendan's wife is doing it. This is horrible, bro. This is disgusting. I'm not going to lie. So awful. So fucking awful. Let's see the next post. What else do they do here? God almighty, she's as bad as Brendan, isn't it? She's probably maybe worse because she's actually not a celebrity, but she wants to be a celebrity so bad. And it's like, bro, why do you want to get involved? Why? You're a mum. Why are you so desperate to be like a celebrity when you don't do anything? You're not known for anything apart from just being Brendan Schaub's wife. And that should not be, you shouldn't be that proud about it, really. You should just be quietly enjoying your lifestyle and your money. But should you be really trying to use it as something like, should we predict that maybe she might end up on like, you know, what do you call it? Rich Housewives or something. That Housewives franchise. Is that what she's angling for? Do you think Brendan Schaub's wife wants to be in one of those Housewives franchises? Because, again, Brendan's redacted, but some of those women on there, they're not that famous, are they? Their husbands aren't that well known. So maybe she could have an opportunity to go on there. Maybe. Let's play this video. What's the title say? Do you need the money this bad? Advertising for illegal raffle for profit. Let's see what she says. I love the way she sounds. She sounds like how you'd expect. I'm not going to be mean, but yeah.
All right, girls, it's go time. We are going to do a raffle. I'm going to do a raffle, not me. And it's a really cute...
Can you understand why Brendan is not at home? I completely understand why Brendan is never at home. Can you imagine them having a conversation? Like, what are they talking about? Like, what are they talking about? Think about it. What are they going to talk about around the dinner table?
All black Prada bag. It's a $4,800 purse, brand new with receipts, everything. And it's going to be cool. It's going to be basically for like Galentine's Day. So
how close is the camera to your face, babes? Allow it.
So I'm going to do the...
Is she out of breath? Is she out of breath?
I'm going to start the raffle today. And then I'm going to give it like 2 weeks to see, you know, how well it does, who wants to be in the raffle.
Is she doing us? Is she raffling off those bit? Because if you go on her Poshmark, I don't recommend you check it out because it'll bum you out. But this lady has a Poshmark where she sells all the designer clothes that she doesn't wear anymore, and it really does show you just how fucked up of a situation Brendan has. Brendan's a redact, but he is really working hard to keep a roof over his head and to keep this woman happy, because she spends so much of his money on so much shit that she sells on Poshmark or tries to resell, and for sometimes less than a quarter of what she paid for it, because it's horrible stuff that no one else wants, like an oversized Gucci polo that goes past your knees that can be worn as a dress. Like, who wants to wear that shit apart from you and some fucking woman from Oman or something, or the UAE? Who else is gonna wear that shit? It's some horrible shit that she tries to sell on there. So I wonder if this raffle is her trying to get rid of the stuff that she can't sell on Poshmark. So she can't sell it, so let's just do a raffle instead. $75. She needs to be careful, because I've got a feeling somebody's going to fucking report her to the, what they called? Is it the FCC or the, what's the financial one? I don't know which one it's called in America. What's it called? Someone might report her to the Better Business Bureau or something, like. She got to be careful, man. She's moving too reckless.
And then I'll announce the winner once we have all 50 tickets sold.
Oh, it's the SEC. Big up the chat. It's the SEC or the IRS. Exactly, yeah. Brendan's out here working hard, doing 1 million podcasts very badly, fumbling through his ad reads, posting on social media every day, and this woman's just at home spending all the money on nonsense. Fucking hell.
And I'm going to have one of the boys pick a name, or like an IG name, once all the raffle tickets are sold. And then I will ship it out, put a little special note, and it should be amazing, and all for $75. So peep the next story for the information.
Is she trying to, what do you think? Is this, I don't think this is her being down bad. I think this is just engagement farming, because she's hoping that with this she gets loads of followers and comments and just engagement, whatever. I think that's mostly that. I don't think this is her literally trying to pay for her kids' fucking lunch boxes and shit and diapers. I don't think it's that down bad. I just think she's trying to, you know, get her Instagram popping. But this is shambolic, man. Like, you're a mum, yo. What are you doing? Like, relax, give up. Go look after your kid, man. Like, honestly, you got a baby that was born premature that needs all the love and attention that, you know, that you can give to get the baby fucking fit and healthy and ready to fucking go outside and, you know, grow and whatever it may be. And here you are doing these raffles. Like, what are you doing, bro? Valentine's raffle, early Valentine's raffle, $75 per ticket, only 50 tickets available. Hold on. What is that? That's like under $4,000, right? 75 times 50. That's just under $4,000, I think, right? Or 3,500. Isn't that bag worth less than that? How much is that bag worth? That bag ain't worth more than that bag ain't worth more than 4,000, is it? Oh, this girl. There's a raffle. There's the bag on the story. If your giveaway requires a paid entry, it's actually classified as a lottery, which is illegal. In North America, it's illegal to run a raffle for profit. The only exception is if a licensed gaming establishment, a casino where the game is played. You need to be registered as a charitable organization, and have a permit, which also means that you need to publish an account, the value of the ticket sales and plus expenses. These get audited, so you can't simply call yourself a charity. Yo, they're gonna fucking spam her shit. She's gonna get reported. They're gonna absolutely spam her to fuck. I can't wait to see her next story after. What a fucking idiot. What is she doing, bro? Bloody hell, man. That woman's a fucking mess, innit? I just feel bad for the kids. I don't have nothing more to say. I don't even want to get involved anymore, man. Like, she's a definition of a bird, innit? Absolute dummy dumb. Like, yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I got nothing nice. Yeah, what can you say? What can you do? What can you say? What can you do? Anyway, moving on. Let's play the Crystalia clip. So the Crystalia clip in the thumbnail, I couldn't find the actual clip on the actual video. I want to play it, but there's a clip here from the Golden Hour, taken from the Find the Kids subreddit. So big up the person who uploaded it, right? So on the episode of the Golden Hour, maybe it was a Patreon episode, I don't know which one it was, but they were watching the opening monologues of the Golden Globes, and they were watching especially the Jim Gaffigan monologue. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if there were two hosts, but for some reason, Jim Gaffigan did a set. Then Joy Coy came on later and did a set for some reason. So they had two comedians, but Jim Gaffigan was super funny. So he did some bit, which I played for you on stream, where he basically spoke about, oh my God, how amazing it is to be invited. And the kind of, you know, the punchline was, I'm surprised I did because I'm not a pedophile, right? And it was a really amazing joke. It kind of cut the room. Everyone was laughing, blah, blah. So for some reason, they decided to play that clip on the Golden Hour, which is dumb because of Diddler's fucking accusations, right? He's also been accused of being a fucking pedo. And really and truly, I think if you're Chris and you've been accused of what he's been accused of, you probably don't have any right to comment on people who go through allegations that include diddling, sexual assault, rape. You kind of have to sit that out. If you're Chris Leah, you have to sit that one out. You have to sit all of them out. Not one, you have to sit all of them out. When it comes to, you know, Jeffrey Epstein, when it comes to fucking Diddy, when it comes to fucking Eric Weinstein, or, you know, Harvey Weinstein, sorry, not Eric Weinstein, Harvey Weinstein. When it comes to, you know, whoever, right? The guy from fucking House of Cards, you can't talk about anybody if you're Chris D'Elia. You lose that right. The moment you get accused of what you get accused of, you lose that right of speaking about it. But what's funny is that Brendan and Eric, I think, forget that Chris got accused of what he gets accused of, because I think they're his friends. So they forget. So they'll sometimes play these clips and it's really awkward. So this is a zoom in of Chris trying to process what's going on, because his insides are screaming, pedo. So he's listening to somebody make a joke about pedo, and it's almost like they're talking to him. So he's really finding it hard to like hide his eyebrows moving and his face twitching and shit. It's like when in horror movies where the nun or the priest gets confronted by a devil or a demon and they pull out the cross, right? And the devil's like shaking and shit. That's what he hears whenever somebody says pedo. It's like,
believe I'm in the entertainment industry. I can't. You know, it's so unlikely. I'm from a small town in Indiana.
Look at him processing.
I'm not a pedophile.
Brendan's laughing. Chris D'Elia,
You know,
not saying anything. Oh wow!
I just
such a savage.
Golden Globes.
They played that clip on there. Imagine playing this clip on there with fucking Chris D'Elia as a co-host.
Yeah.
Oh man,
he's the best.
Wow.
But his delivery is so.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta
Harmless.
love him.
Yeah, he's
Chris couldn't say anything. Play it one more time. One more time. One more time. One more fucking time. Let's zoom into his fucking stupid face.
Believe I'm in the entertainment industry. I can't. You know, it's so unlikely. I'm from a small town in Indiana. Wow. I'm not a pedophile.
Whenever you hear him getting accused or he's awkward, he does that Ethan Klein eyebrows thing. His eyebrows start fucking getting Tourette's. All of a sudden, his whole face got Tourette's.
You know?
Oh, wow.
I just...
Such a savage.
Golden Globes.
Yeah.
Oh man,
he's the best.
Wow.
But his delivery is so.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta
Harmless.
love him.
Yeah. How they talk about comedians? He's a beast. Yeah, I know. Yeah, beast. Yeah, killer. Oh my god, the bestest guy, great guy. Never met him. Yeah. The way comedians talk about each other, man, is so fucking disingenuous, isn't it? Like, it's so lame. Oh, the best. He sold tickets. Oh my god, he sold out. Yeah, he sold tickets. Oh my god, the beast, the bestest. You see how many tickets he sells? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. It's like, stand up, man. Stand up. Getting on your knees, slobbing on another man like that. Like, yuck. Have some pride, bro. You have kids. Like, be an example to them, please. If you could. If you don't mind. Another clip here. How comedy works. Brendan the Hack Schaub. This is really good.
Just so you morons know, the way comedy works is when you go into city, if you eat dicks, if you eat all the dicks, when you go back, they do not buy tickets.
Yeah.
It's not, even if they're like, I like Steve, I like him on Jacket, it doesn't matter. They're not buying your ticket.
Right.
So for you to come back to a market, if you're selling more and more tickets, it means you're doing something right. It means you're funny.
Yeah.
So for me, I always gauge my level of stand-up and how I'm doing depend when I go back to markets if I'm selling more and more tickets.
Look at that screenshot. Good afternoon. Unfortunately, something came up in the schedule, so he had to cancel his shows. However, we are working to find a new date. Sorry for the inconvenience. Brendan's been cancelling shows at a record pace lately. Record pace of cancelling shows. Record pace. Is absolutely incredible how often he's been cancelling shows. Left, right, and center. Sometimes in like comedy clubs with like 50 tables. If that. He's cancelling fucking, like, imagine cancelling shows with 50 tables. Can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine? And I love how the things he says always sound like something Rogan said. But if you're Rogan, they make more sense. They sound better coming from Rogan. Even though he's not the funniest, They just sound better coming from him. But he's such a parrot. He's such a fucking Joe Rogan Avenger, right? He's always got his fucking cock in his mouth. He probably loves Rogan more than his own dad. That he just copies and parrots everything that man says and tries to apply it to his career and say, oh yeah, you know, every time I sell tickets, I judge my success in the market based on the tickets I sell. Bitch, you're not that funny. How can you judge that? You're always going to have peaks and valleys. You know, you're not growing exponentially. If anything, you're going the opposite way. And also, I love how there's never a mention of just being funny. It's always about selling tickets. There's never a mention of, oh, I judge how funny That's why it was so refreshing to hear Cat Williams, on that interview with Shannon Sharp talk about how he used to sit down and watch different comedians in the back and just talk about, and note down how many laughs they got and compare them to his and use it maybe as a barometer or something to aim at, right? Something to aim for, It was refreshing to hear somebody talk about that, because if you listen to JRV verse, BAPA verse comedians, or just the LA types in general, you'd think the only thing about stand-up comedy that matters is like selling tickets, selling out a tour, getting booked. That's the only important thing. But at least with Cat Williams, you heard him talk about comedy. You heard how passionately he spoke about jokes. He was upset that somebody stole his joke. He was upset that somebody stole his friend's joke. The sanctity of that, the respect of that, the artistry of that, like actually taking it seriously. Not about selling out. Nah. But of course, this guy, all he cares about is selling out tickets, and that's how he judges his success. No wonder he's a failure. Oh, I sold more tickets now, so I must be doing good. No, motherfucker. Can't you judge it based on how many laughs you're getting? Last time you came to this location, you got this amount of laughs. This time you came, I mean, like, because sometimes I'd imagine if you're a comedian, maybe you might go back to a market that you did really well at before, or you did really bad at. You come back another time, you sell less tickets, but the people that are there are laughing way more than the previous time you were there. Isn't that an improvement? Are you going to count that as a loss because you sold 30 tickets last time, but no one laughed, but this time you sell 5 and everybody's laughing? Wouldn't that be something to kind of like, take some sort of like credit for, or be like glad about, and use that maybe as a, as maybe something to kind of work on and work up to, or whatever it may be. But watching this clip again and knowing what we know about Steve-O being a bit of a homeless cat, and obviously the video clip of him and Tony Hinchcliffe that went viral of Death by 1,000 Cuts, am I the only one, again, it's a very short clip, am I the only one that can sense a bit of tension between them? Maybe I'll do another live stream where I rewatch this interview again with Brendan and Steve-O. I think it was a lot more contentious than we remember. I think Brendan was aware that Steve-O doesn't really like him. I think he kind of sensed it, because it kind of, there's a lot of like tension in that room or in that caravan. Am I reading it wrong? It's an old interview, but it feels like Brendan knew back then that Steve-O really wasn't good on him. Maybe it was because of Brendan, what he said to his friend, the co-host. Then he called the co-host a casual. He called him a casual or something, about a casual MMA or UFC fan. But I feel like it was a bit tense. Let's replay it one more time.
Just so you morons know, the way comedy works is when you go into city, if you eat dicks, if you eat all the dicks, when you go back, they do not buy tickets.
Yeah.
It's not, even if they're like, I like Steve, I like him on jacket, it doesn't matter. They're not buying your ticket.
Right.
So for you to come back to a market, if you're selling more and more tickets, it means you're doing something right. It means you're funny.
Yeah.
So for me, I always gauge my level of stand-up and how I'm doing depend when I go back to markets if I'm selling more and more tickets.
I understand what they mean, and the people are saying in the chat that Steve-O is not that funny, but I think that's the case I've been making. If you watch my fucking, my Pete Davidson reaction on Patreon, you'll see. I basically make the point of saying that I understand why Brendan doesn't give up on stand-up. I get it. I get why he does stand-up. Because in my opinion, I don't think there's that much separating him from Pete Davidson. Most comedians aren't that funny. So I think Steve-O, even though he's not that funny, he's still funnier than Brendan. In his head, he's like, okay, I might not be funny, but I have to be funnier than this guy because he's fucking horrible. And I think that's why the standards are so shit, because they're all comparing each other. They're all comparing themselves to each other, but they're all kind of on the same level. Do you get what I mean? They're all kind of on the same level. I swear to God, like Steve-O has probably done it 10 years. Brendan, he's not that far off from Brendan. Like, I don't care what you guys like. They're all the same, bro. They're all, the good ones are the good ones, but most of them aren't that good. So, what do I know? What do I know? Maybe I'm confused. Maybe I'm an idiot. What do I know? Marty Moose says Steve-O isn't funny. He works on his one-man show hard as fuck. BAPA stand-up inside baseball as bad as UFC picks. Exactly. Coelia. Big up MM. They're all funnier than Tripoli. Exactly. Yeah. Amy Schumer's fucking funnier than Sam Tripoli, to be honest. Let's be real. Fucking what's her name? Is it Nan Golden? Not Nan Gold. What's her name? Who's that big lesbian woman? She's funnier than fucking Tripoli. You know what I mean? They're all funnier than Tripoli. I'm not listening to Tripoli screaming about conspiracy theories for 30 minutes. Like, no, thank you. I'm okay. I'll actually put, you know what? This is very, 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 very toxic. I would much rather see Tripoli high on coke or meth or whatever he does, ranting. That'll be way funnier than him trying to tell jokes. If he's not crashing out on stage, I don't care. If he's not screaming about flat earth, lizard people, you know, what's that thing called? The Pizza Cafe or whatever, right? Jan 6, high on coke or something, I don't care. If he's just telling jokes, get fucked. Get fucked. Martin Moose, Steve is a good storyteller, more than a storyteller. They all suck. Some guy, Sam Tripoli, the unfunny Alex Jones, Lowe's, Jared Mellerick says Leslie. Yeah, Leslie something, whatever her fucking name is. Jessica Kirsten, or however you spell it. Yeah, she's funny. I like her. Jessica Kirsten's really funny. She's good on podcasts too. Her last appearance on Your Mum's House was really good, actually. Anyway, moving on from that one. So, what do you think is going on with his shows here? Allegedly, Brendan sold 10 tickets at this location. Big Love Comedy in Austin. 10 tickets. God damn. What they say here in the caption? The grey seats are the ones that are sold. So the grey seats are the sold ones. God almighty, says this. 39, 37. Is that it? Oh, and some at 36. Fucking hell. Do we agree with fucking Unique's opinion? Because Unique is the one that put out the theory that he thinks Brendan books these places himself. He calls them up somehow. Because I didn't know that was possible. I didn't know as a comedian, you could just book your own shows. You could just call up a comedy club and say, hey, I want to play somewhere. And then they can, I guess, I guess if you have the money and the deposit, you can just perform anywhere. Unique thinks that's what he's doing. He's just booking his own shows, but he's not being invited to perform there. But still, you're still losing money, no? Because again, I think for me personally, having put on parties, again, maybe it's different in comedy, but having organized raves, even if you hire a venue, you still have to like pass a certain threshold of tickets sold or something to make it worthwhile for the venue, because the venue themselves have to, have their staff come in, bartenders, bar backs, cloakroom people, security. So you have to make it worth their while. So if there's not enough people coming through, sometimes they'll cancel the event. Like I've had it happen to me like twice, where I put on a party and then an hour into it, the people will be like, hey, we just have to cancel it because it's going to cost us more running, like having the lights on, than you're going to ever make at the bar. Which is a really humbling thing, to be fair, when you put on a party and the promoter literally turns off the electricity because it's going to cost more to fucking keep the lights on than I'm ever going to make at the door. So I'm surprised with comedy, you can book a venue and then you can still sell only 10 tickets and have it still go on. Doesn't make any sense, does it? But comedy is so brutal. There was a time where Brendan was selling out places. There was a time when on the Fire and a Kid, at the end of the show, when they plugged their dates, Brendan would sometimes like talk mockingly or joke about, oh, let me promote my dates, and he'd be like, oh no, there's no point. It's all sold out anyway. But go on tfatk.com. Like he'd be so happy about that. And then you go to Brian, and he'll be trying to shield his dates super hard because he didn't sell anything. Imagine going from that to this. The entertainment industry is very humbling. The entertainment industry is very, very humbling. Look at this, another one. Brendan Schaub's delisted 3 Edmonton dates from his site and the ticket sales have been paused. God almighty, bro. The amount of dates he cancels is so insane. On the regular basis. Cancel, 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 cancel. Being a BAPA fan is a commitment because you never know when the next date is going to get cancelled. You never fucking know. But hey, I guess this is part of his karma, innit? Maybe. Who knows? Who fucking knows? Who fucking knows? Moving on from that one. Let's go some other clips here. Pardon me, my guys. Apologies. Oh, let's just play this one. So Chin met up with fucking George. It looks like, courtesy of this video from the Final Kid sub, taken from Chin's Instagram. It's not a sad thing. It's an Instagram story where George and Chin met up for dinner. This is kind of sad, I'm not going to lie, because it seems like Chin took George leaving a lot more personally, or maybe he was hurt about it a lot more than I thought he would be. I just assumed George was just another one of those interns that worked there. But I guess over time, Chin and George did form an actual friendship. They were actually close, which makes sense because he's the one that brought it up on the show. Because I've got a feeling they wouldn't have brought it up, you know. I've got a feeling if Chin wasn't like moping around looking sad and Brian was like, why are you sad? And they completely forgot. I don't think they would have brought it up. They probably would have just tried to ignore it. I think Chin was actually kind of hurt that George got fired. He didn't, you know what I mean? It's like, fuck, man. Like, because imagine forget George being a friend of his. Like, just imagine how boring it must be to work there. You got Brian trying to fuck that new intern. Brendan allegedly is fucking that intern according to BGL. The whole place probably smells like shit. You know, tobacco pouches everywhere, leftover fucking Tiger Thick whiskey, stale donuts everywhere and shit, right? Piss, fucking urine smell, you know, emanating from the fucking sink, right? It must be boring working there day in, day out, especially if you turn up at like 6 a.m. like Chin does. So if you got another guy there who's like kind of down to clown like George, they're not similar age, but still, you know, they're probably the similar age mentally, right? George is probably like 12 mentally and Chin's probably like 13. So they, you know, they're basically the same age. They're, you know, kind of, you know, incelly energy from both of them. You kind of meet somebody kind of cool, as your friend, and then suddenly he gets fired because BAPA wants to buy a fucking lime green car. It's going to hurt a little bit. So I'm not surprised that Chin is, you know, clearly going through it a little bit. So let's play the clip anyway, and then see what it says.
So we're gonna try this.
Them at the barbecue, Korean barbecue, of course.
Pork chow. Dipping in all this stuff here.
Oh, I love it. Can you hear the gunshots in the background? Big up whoever made this. Who made this? Big up toxoplasmosis. Do you hear the gunshots in the background? Can you hear the gunshots? Can you hear it?
So we're gonna try this. It's a pork chow. Dipping in all this stuff here. Wrap it into a little rice paper. Add all of this stuff here.
Yo, Chin probably been on more dates with guys than he's been on with the girls, isn't it? Chin's probably been on more dates with the fellas than he's been on with some random fucking whore. Chin's probably sat across more men than women in the last 5 years. Zero girls. We don't close. We don't smash. We don't finger bang. We don't tongue wrestle. Right? We don't do anything. We just eat with the fellas. every day. Me and the fellas munching, chowing down. He should have his face in some nyash. He should be chowing down. You see how he's chowing down those legumes? He should be between some lady's legs like that. Just chowing down, shaking his face all over that place. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's what he should be doing. He should be all over someone's nyash like this, but instead he sat across George. He sat across fucking ditzy George. I'm just a little boy. Fucking like he's got the personality of a Teletubby, innit? And I mean that in the most rudest way possible. In that he acts all soft, but he's kind of sinister. Because I always be scared of Teletubbies. I always be like, it kind of scared me when I was a kid. Teletubbies, like, because they looked all like happy, but they could literally kill you. You know what I mean? Like, they kind of had serial killer energy about them. Like, I'm happy. And it's like stabbing you as he's happy. I mean, stabbing you in the chest with a kitchen knife. Now I'm all good on that. I'm scared of George, mate. He's scary. Hold on. Isn't he Asian? Hold on. I'm black as shit, and I'm kind of uncultured when it comes to food, and I'm not the most, what you call it? I'm not the most adventurous guy when it comes to eating things. But I swear to God, I can eat with chopsticks better than this. He's using his hands. He can't even grab the food with his like, bruh. If you're Asian, you can't eat with chopsticks. Are you actually Asian? It's like me. If I'm black and I can't dance, am I actually black? If I can't do a little two-step and I'm black, am I actually black? If you're Asian and you can't eat with chopsticks, what are you? Maybe he is actually white. Maybe he is actually from Texas. Maybe he actually is deep down a white guy from Austin, Texas. Because he's eating with chopsticks and his hands. Oh my God, bro. He didn't even grab it. He took it. Oh.
And guess who I was with?
The food looks good though.
I miss.
This fucking Mormon face ass nigga, man.
George, I had no idea what he said, but
he said, "Eat it right now. It's perfectly good."
He took some of his compensation to go eat Korean barbecue. Lols. Is this the 3K that Chin was meant to give him for the weight loss for the skin surgery thing? Instead, they spend it on Korean barbecue.
Not this right now. It's too raw.
It looks good though. The food looks good. Fucking hell. There's the smile again. Nigga smiles the same in every picture. Like, how you trying to have a fucking trademark smile when you're nobody? He's got like, you're trying to have like a famous smile. Like, fuck off, mate. Honestly. Give your fucking head a wobble. Proper wrongin'. Big up Keith Thompson.
What will BAPA do now that he isn't showering? Will he do spots like other wee comedians when they're home?
Good question. Good question. He's trying to do spots now, but he's not even getting booked at like Laugh Factory and Ice House anymore. I don't know what's going on with his gigs, bro. I don't know if everybody's like not, booking him because they don't want to book him, or because he's deciding not to play. Because remember there was that clip that he said that he's taking time off from doing stand-up. He wants to hang out with his family. Do you remember that? Maybe that's partly true. Maybe he's actually taking time off. I don't think so. Because I think all these comics would prefer to be on the road and not be at home with their family and make money, of course, and get to fucking, get to maybe fuck some waitresses or some bartenders or some door girls and shit, right? They would much prefer to do that. So I'm sure if he could, he would. So maybe it's 50-50. But big up you, Keith Thompson. But yeah, Chin actually likes him, innit? Chin's actually likes him. Like, they're actually friends, it looks like. They're actually friends. Fair play. So maybe Chin is more cut up about this than we thought he was. Let's actually look at the Instagram and see what he said here. Let's actually go to the video and see the comments. Did he say anything else? I want to read the caption and see if he said anything else fucking really sappy. With my sweetest son, Georgie, at Quarters LA. By the way, anyone know what happened to that other Korean barbecue? So there's pictures of them two together. He's probably got his arm around his shoulder again. You know, more contact with the fellas and the ladies. He's got that annoying fake smile thing that he's got going on there. Again, I just think people like this they've got a sinister edge on them. There's a sinister boiling rage underneath this guy. Underneath all that loose skin and that fake smile, there's a rage there. There's a sinister rage where he might fucking kick babies, you know, kick over people's prams and shit and kick the babies down the road. He might spit, you know, at mums, you know, taking the kids to school. He might push over old nuns and shit. I mean, there's a rage there. There's something bubbling. I don't buy this like I'm gonna smile with my eyes closed thing. Like, who does that as well? Who smiles with their eyes closed? He probably smiles with his eyes closed, but then kisses with his eyes open. He's one of those freaks. He smiles with his eyes closed, but then kisses with his eyes open, like fucking staring at the whole time. It's like, bruh, like, close your eyes, bro. Anyway, what's the next slide here? The food that we just saw. The food looks banging though. The place that they went was fucking incredible food wise. That's one thing I would love to check out if I went to LA. The Korean barbecue looks really good there. Look at the comment. 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 Look at that comment. Look at that comment. Big up Nino Nintendo. Where's Big Brown? I thought he spoke to George more than everyone else. Big up Nino Nintendo. Brilliant comment. Where is BAPA? I speak to George every day. He's doing his own thing. Another one. You're a good dude, Chin. Probably the only dude involved in TFATK now that they gadoosh George. Keep on trucking. Let's just see the replies here. Where is Big Brown? Did Chin reply? No, of course not. Big Brown is full of shit. Why do you care about two grown men? Cause I'm a fan of BAPA and I'm wondering where he is. Chill. He's probably by his trug. You ever been to his trug? TFATK fans are a little bit too obsessive. You the one in here hating for no reason. Get a life, dude. Let us enjoy the entertainment BAPA gifts onto us. But tell me about the talk to his trug. You have fun? He has 3 kids and a little life. Shut up. How is wondering if he's joining. Okay, cool. Brendan didn't come. Well, what happened to whatever? They canned that poor kid. Now, damn, man. I haven't listened to the show in a while, but that's terrible. I know you can't react to this, but you're a real one for still looking out for the kid. I hope he ends up in a good spot. Actually, did he like that? Let's actually see. Did Chin like this comment? Can we see that? Did Chin actually like this comment? Let's see. Hopefully my computer doesn't crash. Did he like this comment? Did Chin like this? No, he didn't. Smart boy. He didn't like the comment, did he? Smart boy. Okay, cool. He didn't like it. Good boy. Keep your job. You know what I mean? Watch your P's and Q's. Another comment. Chin, you're always been a good and gentle soul. I stopped listening to TFATK a long time ago, but you're always been a level-headed and left a good impression on me. I know that TFATK carved a great path for you and you're living your best life right now because of it, so I know you'll never be a bad mouth it. Always supporting you because I love watching people that deserve success to succeed. They're buttering him up. They're buttering him up in the comments. Don't fall for it, Chin. Don't do a BGL, man. Just sit down, shut up, collect your money and keep it moving. Don't do a BGL. Don't fall for this. They want you to crash out for the entertainment and then you'll be without a job. Everyone knows Brennan's a piece of shit. You don't need to confirm anything or deny anything. Just keep working. They're buttering up well, innit? They're really trying to butter him. They're really trying to butter him up. Don't fall for it, Chin. Please resist. Don't do a BGL. Resist. Chin is a real one. I saw how much it affected you losing George on the podcast, but you show how much of a stand-up guy you are just because of this picture itself. You're a good dude, bro. Bro, everyone's acting like this George guy is some Make-A-Wish kid, man. Like, everyone gets fired every day, bro. Maybe he wasn't good at his job also. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's bad he got fired and especially the optics around it. he gets fired and Brendan flies to Las Vegas in a private jet to buy a green Dodge. But let's also chill. You know what I mean? George isn't fucking Wozniak. You know what I mean? Like, let's relax a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, let's fucking chill out. He's not one of the first 10 hires at fucking Facebook or something. Like, let's chill. Chin, you're the best, bro. Love you, dude. The guys talk crap about Ellen DeGeneres show, but Chin is the only person still putting up with their BS. Everybody left. Good point. I saw listening to T-Fat K a while ago, but I could tell you were the most genuine and real person on the show. How could you tell that? How can you tell he's genuine? What, because he doesn't talk that much? Because he goes fishing and allegedly buries bodies, you know, out in the desert as he's out there and stuff. Like, how can you tell he's genuine? Chin, I bet if you said you needed George as an assistant and threatened to leave, what kind of advice is this? And threaten to leave if Shaub says no, Shaub will give you in and say yes. Who the hell can Shaub hire that can work as ethic or short notice? Okay, that's true. Maybe that's true, but that's not good advice. That's why I think Brendan would never fire Chin, because I think he knows deep down he could never find a producer that would do everything that Chin does without, you know, being asked. Because Chin is the actual workaholic. Yeah, she has no life outside of T-Fat K, really. You know, apart from Korean BBQ and, you know, eat and drinking, what's that, soyu or whatever it's called. He doesn't have a life outside of it. So he does a lot of stuff because it's the only thing he has to do. So I think Brendan's smart not to fire him. You and George should start a podcast. I'd subscribe. I wouldn't. Chin, you're the man, bro. Dope that you built such a bond with George and looking out for him. Key to George. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, what can you do? I guess it cut up Chin more than we thought it would. He obviously is feeling it. He's going out to dinner with the kid. I wonder did Brendan like the post? I don't know if he did. I don't care, actually. But Brendan wasn't there. Chin was. I thought Brendan spoke to him every day. B, obviously that's a lie. And yeah, let's see how it plays out, innit? Let's see how it plays out. I don't think Brendan's ever going to fire him. Because like I said, I just think Chin is way too important to Thick Boy. He's literally the most important person there apart from Brendan. I'd go as far as saying he is the most important person there. Because if he left, I don't think anyone in that studio could upload a podcast on time, title it properly, all this malarkey, do the clips. It wouldn't happen. So, and even if it did happen, Brendan would have to hire like 5 different people to do that shit. So I think for that reason, he'll just keep hold of Chin. And because Chin has no real ambition, he's a bit of a hardcore normie and doesn't really have any life aspirations and shit, he's also not going to leave. So he's going to stay and just kind of, you know, whittle away his years, and Brendan's going to keep him because he's got no other option. It is what it is. And, you know, George might get, you know, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. But big up to everybody. Hope they all land on their feet. Or not. I don't really give a fuck, to be fair. I don't really hope anything, to be unfair. Do you know what I mean? Like, people get fired every single day. People out here fucking crying over this guy getting fired. Who gives a fuck? He probably was shit at his job anyway. He looked like he was barely there most of the time. Like, ceiling lights. Like, I mean, the guy's fucking not playing with a fucking full arsenal of tools. That's for sure. And that's with all, you know, with all fucking kindness meant. He's not all there. So he probably, the last thing he needs is to be on podcasts. You know what I mean? He probably needs to be, you know, looked after by his family, or in a classroom with padded walls or something. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, what do I know? What do I know? What do I know? What do I know? Moving on. What's this called? This is called Never Misses a Podcast Ever. Let's play this clip. Let's see this one. What's this one?
A fighter and the kid.
Come on, baby. All right, Brendan's getting his truck worked on. And he was supposed to be here at 12:30. It's now 1:12. And this is me starting the podcast on my own.
What's up, T-Fat K Army? I'm missing today's episode. I was on the road.
Episode. Let's say that one more time. How do you pronounce that?
K Army. I'm missing today's episode.
Episode. Bro, how does he just pronounce things so badly? Episode.
What's up, T-Fat K Army? I'm missing today's episode. Up T-Fat K Army. I'm missing today's episode. T-Fat K Army. I'm missing today. K Army. I'm missing today's episode. Army. I'm missing today's episode. 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 I'm missing today. I'm missing today's episode. I'm missing today's episode. I was on the road and
we want to put a shout out to Brendan who can't be here.
Oh, Brendan can't be here. Brendan had.
Oh, it's a compilation of all the episodes he's missed. All the episodes he's missed over the years.
An emergency, but everything is okay.
Emergency was that Pauly Shore was on the podcast.
That's right.
And I can't be seen with that fucking guy.
Schaub is not here. History in the making. First golden hour with no Schaub. He is.
I think it's the first. Has he ever not come for anything?
Yeah, one time.
Oh, okay.
One time.
Because this is the first time ever. I've never missed a podcast in 10 years. Ever. Yeah. Never missed a podcast. It's the first time I'm.
What a weird thing to like gloat about anyway. That's why I'm happy they made this compilation. It's almost reminds me of that Cat Williams thing where he said, "Oh, taking the piss out of Kevin Hart about people like gloating or like wanking themselves off because they go to work. Like, I'm the hardest working comedian." It's like, bruh, like, because you want a pat on the back because you turn up to work. You turn up to a gig that you booked, a gig that you sold tickets for. You want a pat on the back for what? Doing loads of gigs. You booked them. What? So this is the same thing. You have a podcast and you want a fucking pat on the back for never missing one. We wouldn't even know if you did miss one. You make your own hours. You decide when you want to drop them. Yes, you have days, but you decide when you want to do it. It's not that big of an achievement to like have a podcast and do it and put it out. It's like, or turn up and do it. It's your fucking podcast, isn't it? Of course you turn up. Why wouldn't you if it's your podcast?
I'm missing King Swinging the Wing because this is the first time ever. I've never missed a podcast in 10 years. Ever. Yeah. Never missed because this is the first time ever. I've never missed a podcast.
This idea that hard work and never missing podcasts is almost like a replacement for talent, isn't it? I really work hard. It's like they really believe in that adage of like hard work beats talent when talent doesn't show up. They really believe it to the point where that replaces everything else. It's like, bro, you also need a bit of everything. A little bit of talent, a little bit of hard work, a little bit of work ethic, all needs to be in there together in that big stew.
Podcast in 10 years. Ever. Yeah. Never missed podcast.
Oh, I love that. That's fucking brilliant. Never misses a podcast, but then you miss all the podcasts. I love it. I fucking love it. Great podcast, never met him. Great podcast, never met him. Let's play this clip. BAPA is a beast of an analyst. Let's play this one.
It's in a tough spot because, he's had those draws, he had the weird draw with
No. One more time.
Because, he's had those draws.
How do you pronounce draws? Draws. How do you add another letter at the end? Like how? Draws. Is that an accent thing or is he just redacted?
I was in a tough spot because, he's had those draws, he had the weird draw with our boy. And then he had the draw with Jan, right?
Again, draw.
Right? And then he basically an entire year off after the split draw.
Nah, that's weird, bro. That is so weird. Draw. Lol. How can't you just say draw? Colorado has no accent, suggests America. Draw. When he took off his draws, all you could see was his draw.
Against Jan, then took an entire year off. It's out, but you got Anthony Joshua versus Francis Ngannou. Hey, remember when everybody was saying he fumbled the bag? That was fun, right? How many people are? I think mentally he kind of was like this guy.
Didn't you say that? How many people didn't you say that about Francis? Didn't you? You're one of the biggest haters. Remember when he said we don't need you?
It's not even a boxer. I'm gonna be able to steamroll through him, and then found out the hard way that Francis can box his ass off, and please don't cough. And he found out you're fired. He found out the hard way that, but I do think again, biggest Francis fan here. Thought he beat Fury.
What?
Joshua's a much more difficult fight because the element of surprise is gone, and Joshua looked fantastic in his last fight.
I don't think he looked fantastic. He looked okay. He didn't look that good. Again, I don't even know that much about boxing, and he looked okay. I don't say he looked fantastic.
If you're a Joshua fan, which I'm a huge Joshua fan, he's been up
and the opponent was a bit terrible too.
Down. The passion hasn't really been there, but this last fight he looked phenomenal. The only caveat there is Joshua does get hit more than Fury, so
and he can't take it as much either.
No.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't have a chin like Fury.
But how many times has Joshua been dropped? I think he's got a pretty comparable chin to Fury. Again, I'm just a casual and I know more about this stuff than him, and he gets paid to do this shit.
And good for Anthony Joshua and Fury. Like everyone, that main event, if there's like a draw or an eye poke, people are gonna freak out. It's not
Draw.
But we'll see what happens there. It's in Texas, so get your tickets for now.
Oh, he said tickets, guys. He said tickets. That meme they got on the subreddit, he actually does say it. He said tickets.
Texas, so get your
tickets. He pronounces it Tigget. Tickets. Oh my god! I thought that was a troll.
We'll see what happens there. It's in Texas, so get your tickets for Nashville.
Get your tickets
on the 25th. Austin, Texas on 26th, 27th. Tickets at thickboy.com.
Oh my god, that's brilliant. Get your tickets. Thick boy, neck boy tickets. Oh, I love it. What else we got here? We played that. We did the one with the wife shit. Bear with me a second here. Oh, okay, cool. Let's play this one. I think, what is it? Found out lost. What? There's this one here. Sounds like BAPA destroyed one of his vehicles already. What's this about? Let's play. This is a new one. Let's play this.
Had an eventful weekend, which I can't talk about right now, but I will. That's all I'll say. You'll see. It'll be out there. O'Reilly Auto Parts. And I'm going to be using them because I might have messed up one of my vehicles. We'll have some news for you on that very soon. It's a disaster. How long has it been since...
That mustache, man. That mustache. I still can't work it out. Why this seems to be a fucking blind spot. Why can't you just fix that side? Why? Somebody tell me why. Why? How can you not just line up that side to match it? Why is it so uneven? Why? Why? Please, someone tell me why. Wow.
Since you totaled your truck, how long has it been since you changed your spark plugs? Be cool.
So something happened to his car. I'm assuming that lightning, he fucked it up. Something happened to the lightning. He probably fucked up the lightning. Maybe he crashed it. Maybe it was a drunken crash. Maybe he finally, totaled his car because he's always fucking hammered behind the wheel. But it looks like most likely he, that fucking Ford Lightning got fucked up. So we'll probably hear about that soon. He'll probably spend more money fixing that Ford Lightning than he probably was offering to pay George. That's the fucking sad bit. And that's the the sad, brutal reality of life. He'll probably spend more money fixing that car than he probably paid George. So fucked up, man. So fucking fucked up. But I love it. I fucking love it. Moving on. We did that. We did quite a bit already. Oh yeah, true. The fucking academic shit. So let's play the academic shit. So, are you guys aware of what's going on with academics? So Academics obviously has had a bit of a tough couple of weeks with his on and off girlfriend Shay Glizzy exposing him. They had a big argument online, which led to her recording loads of live streams with him in the background, looking very weird and in compromising situations. Then obviously Academics shared information that she had stolen $500,000 from him in cash that he had in safes around his house, so she knows a combination for his safes and took the money out. Then obviously she cut off his internet, I think at one time. She, I think, deleted his Rumble account or something along those kind of lines. And then now it's been obviously revealed that DJ Academics' right-hand man, Lil Boom, has been exposed to be a pedo, went into Target and started touching up 10-year-olds and shit. Crazy. And then lately, the latest thing was that Shay Glizzy girl, during an argument that she had with Ak, when they weren't on good terms, she allegedly sent Academics' dick pic, or a picture of Academics' dick that maybe she took, to Troy Ave, Whack 100, and Adam 22. She sent this dick pic to them as a form of, I guess, what, revenge porn or something. Now those guys have those pictures and they're kind of alluding to how small Academics' penis looks in the pictures. So he's been really going through it. So everyone's wondering what he's going to say. Since then, he's kind of gone quiet. He hasn't really spoke about it. The last thing we saw about Academics on social media, it looked like he went to go and meet up with NBA Youngboy at Gravedigger Mountain, where he kind of lives. I think it's in Utah, somewhere like that. But he hasn't been on social media. So he came back today to speak on everything, and it wasn't good. It wasn't good. Academics basically flat out refused to comment on the Little Boom allegations, which is pretty terrible, considering that he speaks about everybody else. But Academics refused to talk about Little Boom being accused of being a pedo, even though he was very vocal about ripping into Diddy when that Diddy shit went down. And obviously he's always has his foot on fucking, you know, Blueface's neck when it comes to the Krayshawn situation. When in theory, Academics has his own Krayshawn situation with this Shay girl. She's basically his Krayshawn, and he can't see that. But let's play the clip of him addressing the Little Boom allegations. You gonna play? Come on, son. Where's it going? Where's it not playing? Okay, let's do it one more time. One more time. Bish bash push. Is it gonna play? Are you gonna play now? Yeah, there you go. It's loading now.
So I know some people feel like maybe I don't really give a fuck about most of this shit. Shout out to my nigga Lil.
Whenever anyone says I don't give a fuck, they usually give a fuck. When anyone says I don't give a fuck, they usually give a fuck. They usually give all the fucks. Especially if they keep saying I don't give a fuck, they definitely give a fuck. When somebody doesn't give a fuck, they just don't talk about it. Or they mention it in passing. But if you keep saying, man, I don't give a fuck, man, you give a fuck.
Lil Boom.
Look how quiet he is. Look at how he's... Have you ever seen Academics so mindful of his words, so careful of what he says? When he talks about other people, he lets it rip, right? He crashes out. He loves crashing out. He loves getting drunk and saying crazy shit about people or to people. Suddenly now it affects one of his close friends, somebody who slept at his house, who's a big part of the chat niggas community on the Discord, who maybe played some part in his success, one of his best friends maybe. Now he's suddenly like minding his words, thinking on what to say, picking his words, choosing his words. Funny.
I don't know nothing about nothing. I ain't talking about nothing. I'm chilling.
Disgusting.
Y'all niggas can get mad all y'all fucking want.
Pedo shit.
Y'all niggas gonna deal with it.
Imagine.
Nigga, I came in the game like this thing.
Your
I'm
boy
gonna go out
got
like
accused
this.
of pedo shit and you're
Anyway,
saying nothing.
I think I addressed it.
Maybe there's one thing to say. If you're a friend, loyal friend, you shouldn't talk about it at all. But refuse to talk about it in this kind of braggadocious, cocky way. It's kind of gross when your friend's been accused of what he's been accused of. That's kind of wild, especially when you're so quick to talk about other people. Hypocrisy.
We got a few failing content creators who are now focused on me. I like that. One of them, I could hit you with a nuclear bomb, but I won't even do it. Regardless, for the people who care, I'm in a pretty good space.
Imagine we're talking about you and your friends, and then you start threatening other people. You start threatening to reveal other people's secrets. That's when you know you're. Again, I like Academics. I like his streams. I really do. But he does have piece of shit tendencies. We're talking about you, not them. Why are you now talking about exposing them? Come on, bro. Either you don't talk about it, which I can somewhat understand the premise. I think Ari Shafir spoke about it. Just be like, you know, I'm not going to talk about it. It's my friend. You don't need to publicly cancel your friend. I don't really believe that's necessary. You know, if that's your friend in real life, just don't talk to them anymore. You don't need to come out and make declarations and statements. If anything, coming out and making public statements about your friends, it almost sounds a little bit like, it almost seems a bit virtue signally. Like you're trying to make you're trying to make yourself look better because everybody obviously associates your friend with you. So you just want to make sure that there's some distance, and you're like, you know, you said, I mean, it's like, you don't really need to do all that. If you didn't do nothing wrong, I mean, whatever. You don't need to do all that shit though.
Space. If you care about my because I ain't even gonna lie to you, even today I'm like, yo, these niggas is so up. Yo, y'all have turned me more than a content creator. It's like I'm like a full-fledged celebrity. It's like, yo, Ak is driving today. I'm like, really? I can't. All right, bet. I'm just gonna put out whatever that y'all could believe. Okay, cool.
There's that clip. I'm gonna play you all the clips because I took loads of clips from the live stream because some of these clips are fucking legendary. Let's play another one too, where he kind of addresses the Lil Boom allegations, and then we're gonna go through all of them one by one because I think they're so fucking good. Because he really crashes out and refuses to take any criticism. I think he tells his mods to like ban people if they start telling him to be accountable, and he basically just crashes out. Let me play another one. This is number 2. I think they're all fucking brilliant. Let's play another one here. There you go. Another great one.
You don't see, I want me to, because I'm telling you, Boom, my nigga, I'm not talking about nothing. I don't even know what's going on. I'm not talking about that. Get mad. Shut up. Not talking about it. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know. I'm not talking about it. And I ain't talked to my homie yet, so I gotta talk to
my
him.
homie.
So get mad. I don't care.
Yo, imagine going on air and confirming that guy's your homie after getting accused of touching a 10-year-old. You're basically just as bad as him. At this point, you're just as bad as him. If you're going on camera and saying, that's my homie, I'm not going to talk about it, get mad, you're basically just as bad as him. One more time.
You don't see, I want me to, because I'm telling you, Boom, my nigga, I'm not talking about.
He sounds out of breath. He has that thing where people get nervous. He has that like tense, his neck is like tensing up where he can't, you know, he's almost like he's going to have an anxiety attack. He kind of sounds like it, you know?
I don't even know what's going on. I'm not talking about that. Get mad. Shut up. Not talking about it. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know. I'm not talking about it.
Bad boy Ak.
And I ain't talked to my homie yet, so I got to talk to him.
My homie, you know.
Get mad. I don't care.
So that's Ak saying that. Do we need another one? Another clip of him protecting his boy Lil Boom. There you go. It's loading now. This is a good. Oh, this is a great one. I think this is the one where Adam22 texts him midstream, which is great content. Big up Adam22 for being a troll. He decides to text Academics mid-rant, and obviously Academics responds very badly because, you know, Adam22 was trying to kick his back in when all the allegations came out. So watch Academics react when he gets a text from Adam22 live as he's crashing out. I think this is the one. I think so.
If y'all are done asking about these things, I think y'all, somebody said, Ak just address, bro, I'm not, nigga, you know I could read, right? Nigga, I see y'all type, I'm not talking about Boom. I've been told y'all, nigga, I'm not talking about it. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm not about to go off no video about it. This is somebody who has slept in my house, nigga. Me and him will talk. This and third, nigga. None of y'all personally.
Yo, admitting that he slept in your house after those allegations is crazy. I would have kept that to myself. Yeah, I mean, you didn't need to say all that.
Dude, motherfucking shit, nigga. Like, what y'all talking about? You crazy? Boy, y'all gonna respect the game, nigga. Y'all gonna respect me, nigga. Man, put it like this. I don't care what none of y'all niggas say. No, hold on. Let me. Like, some of y'all really.
When he starts talking like this, it always makes me laugh because he tries to talk like he has bass in his voice, but he doesn't. And he tries to talk with a bit of like oomph, right? He tries to like give it something. Nah, yo, niggas, yo, you know, he tries to talk like a bad boy, but there's nothing bad about him at all. You know what I mean? He literally cried on air because Susie Santana threatened to fuck him. It's like, we don't believe you, bro. We don't believe you. I like academics, but when he gets on these tough guy shit, it's like so funny.
Be thinking like, let me pop my shit. I don't care where you on.
Pop my shit,
nigga. This whole empire was built because of me, nigga. Stop fucking playing, nigga. I don't care
nigga.
what none of y'all niggas is saying. Like, I'll let y'all run the show for a lot, but nigga, I'm the person who make the final call, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Boom. Boom, my nigga. I'm gonna keep saying that. And by the way, whatever y'all talking about with him, I ain't looking to. I'm gonna talk to that nigga first. Period. And if that nigga want to come on here to talk about it, he gonna come on here to talk about it. That's how, bro. I'm a loyal nigga, bro. I ain't gonna
loyal nigga for PEADO shit.
Y'all, let me tell you this. I've been popping too long.
That is crazy. I'm a loyal nigga.
Let a crowd sway me
PEADO
away
shit.
from anything. Man, y'all niggas didn't say I was gay and I wasn't gay. Y'all niggas didn't say my dick small and I ain't. My dick ain't.
That's not the same, bro. That's a false equivalence. That's not the same. That isn't the same. Your boy's got paperwork on him touching a 10-year-old in Target.
Y'all niggas didn't say I got herpes. Y'all niggas been saying everything about me. Nigga, I don't care. You think you can force me to do some shit? Sit here and watch me. You know what y'all done said about me? Even the people who claim they love me, y'all done said, y'all repeated what the ops done said, what a girl done said, what another fool done said. Y'all been saying everything about me. I don't care no more.
Bad boy act. Act the bad boy.
Okay.
Don't fuck around with him. He'll fuck you up.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, man, you know, obviously I love y'all, but it's like I think sometimes
No, you don't. You don't love them.
y'all trying to see a free reality show and you know, there might be a reality show, but it's gonna be on my terms.
Nah, that's the thing though. It's not. That's what's funny. Maybe that's where karma comes in, because he keeps kicking Blueface's back in because of the whole Krayshawn thing, right? Obviously, it's a bit of a mess. We know it, but you're no better than Blueface and Krayshawn. It's the same thing. Every week, it's another scandal. It's another fucking revelation. You know, you can't choose when you're the reality show. It's like you can't choose if you're a locale or you're not. You know, you are a locale and you are in your own reality TV show and you didn't start it. You know what I mean? It's the people around you, circumstances around you. It's the consequences of your actions that have led to this. He can't handle it.
Right? I see everybody around me. The ops can't get no attention because you know what it is? They can't stand on the mic and talk like I'm talking. I'm about to hit 15 topics straight by myself. No Discord, no nothing. They can't do that. They got 5 other waste men around them.
What a weird.
Yo, could you chime in on this? Man, shut up, nigga. Hey, listen.
Your boy gets accused of pedo shit and you start talking about how you can do the whole show by yourself. Okay.
No, nigga. This the meta, nigga. Like, none of y'all, like, listen, the reason why I be laughing at all y'all until any one of you pussy niggas, period, could sit on a mic and just do what I do, man, y'all niggas shut up, nigga. Y'all niggas chumps. Y'all niggas got 20 niggas around trying to contribute to, nigga, I'm building the academy, nigga, because I want to, nigga. Act been the nigga. Big act been the nigga.
Cringe. Imagine giving yourself a nickname, Big Act. Imagine calling yourself that. No one ever called him that before he said it. That's like Brian Callen calling himself the Kid. Just giving yourself a nickname, the Kid. Why are you called the Kid when you're old? You've never looked young for your age. Brian's the kind of person, Brian Callen, he's the kind of person that he looked 30 when he was 25. So why are you ever called the Kid? Where's that come from? You just want to give yourself a nickname because you had no, you didn't grow to a normal school. You went to an international school where most kids probably are barely there. They're all probably medicated and just hating life because they're the sons and daughters of like, you know, war criminals, right? You're just in these weird industrial school where there's no real community, there's no vibe or anything. So you miss out on like prom, you miss out on regular like high school, college shit. So Brian Kelly, in an effort to kind of recreate that, you know, a bit of imagined nostalgia, gives himself a nickname. Same with Ak. He was probably never cool. He probably never really had a big group of friends. He kind of always felt maybe a bit left out, maybe ostracized. So you know what? Around that time he grew up, everyone had a little like, you know, nickname or a given name that was handed to them by somebody in the hood, in the street, maybe based on something dumb they said or how they eat or how they look, whatever. And he went to recreate that and said, you know what? I'm giving myself a nickname. Fuck all that shit. It's Big Ak. And here we are.
And name no other nigga who's just solo, who been running this shit for 10 years. Nigga, I just said, you know what? I love my audience. I love the chat. Nigga, I took $1 million and I just invested in the academy, nigga. That's what I did. I hired
when
people.
a guy starts talking about money, when his boy get accused of pedo shit, that's when he knew he was lost.
I'm invested in the academy, nigga. I've been rich, nigga. I'm driving all type of shit, nigga. Houses.
I'm driving.
Okay. Nigga, I'm taking my money and investing in this. I don't need to have nobody but me. I'm here right now. I'm violating. Anybody could go crazy.
Not gonna lie, I'd rather be broke and not a pedo than a pedo with money. I'm not gonna lie. It's not really an option, you know? There's only one choice there. Would you rather be rich and be a pedo or be broke and not be a pedo? I just don't want to be a pedo. Full stop. So, you know, whatever. I'd rather fucking, you know, rub 2 sandwiches together for a week than fucking be, you know, be accused of being a pedo but driving a Ferrari. No, thank you.
Like, I'm not mad at y'all. I'm just trying to tell y'all what it is because I think, you know, I'll hear people say shit and then y'all forget that before a year ago,
we don't forget.
Ak was solo doing everything for 10 years. So when I hear people like, yo, they're trying to destroy you. My nigga, name one nigga who could go at me on the mic. I violated them all.
What a weird defense, honestly.
Name one.
What a weird defense. I swear to God, what a weird defense.
Who? Tell me a name. I violate him right now too. Who?
Anyway, that's his defense there. I don't really know what that point is that he's making, but I guess he's just making the point that, hey, no one can touch me. I'm the God MC. Well, this is the best one so far. This is the best one. So he finally gets on stream again and then starts to blast Adam22, Whack 100, and Leonard the Plug. This might be the most epic part of the live stream that I'm going to play for you now. AKADEMIKS goes absolutely crazy on here. I'll play a bit for you and then I'll move on. But this is a really good, this is a really, really fucking good one. Let's play it for you now.
God! Nigga, I came for the war! Get...
Yeah, there you go. See? He gets angry. I think Adam22 texts him there. And he gets upset that Adam22 is texting him on the side. Like,
I don't do pussy shit neither, man. Yo, Adam, don't even text my phone, nigga. Like, you see, I don't like pussy shit. Like, yo, Adam, let me talk to you, my nigga. I ain't even gonna text you back. I seen you text. I ain't gonna text you back, nigga. Bro, I ain't got time for this, nigga. Here I'm gonna tell you you're on weirdo timing. You want me to tell you how you're on weirdo timing, my nigga? I'm gonna tell you you're on weirdo, bruh. First and foremost, let me just tell you this. Let me just like straight up and foremost. I've been told you, nigga. I've cried on stream. There's nothing you can say about me. You can.
But that's the thing he doesn't realize. Crying on stream doesn't mean no one can say anything about you. It just means people think you're a bitch, which you're never gonna shake now because we've seen you cry on stream. We saw him cry when Dida Zamero went at him. We saw him cry with the whole Social Santana thing. He always, you know, crying. But I think he just sees it as a, you know, whatever. But it's like, no, not really. You can't talk tough shit and then cry on stream when people say words to you. That doesn't work that way.
Say anything about me and Ak will still survive. Let me just say this to you, my nigga, and anybody else. Don't be listening to whoever you're listening to. You having any picture about me is never ammo.
I think it is. He's trying to downplay the whole dick pic thing, but I'm surprised he has more smoke for the people that received a dick pic than the person that took it and sent it without his consent. That Shay girl should be getting all his anger, all these frustrations should be going at that Shay girl. She's the one that leaked that picture to his friends and his close and his / enemies. Because what? Because they had an argument. She allegedly did that because what? They had a falling out. That's super out of order. Super fucked up. He should be having that energy for her, not for Adam 22 and Whack.
Nigga, you have a picture of me sitting at, it's not, by the way, it's not my streaming computer. A picture of my lower body where my dick is flaccid. Nigga, I don't give a fuck.
Explaining that your dick was flaccid, that's why it looks small, is a automatic L. Automatic L. Having to explain that on stream is an automatic L.
Where are you? I don't care. That will never end me, my nigga. Okay, cool. Even if niggas say, all right, AQ has small dick. All right, cool. You think that's the jugular?
No, but it's embarrassing. I like how he's trying to act like the things that he does aren't embarrassing and don't shine him in a good light. That's what is the problem. You do embarrassing shit, people remember it, they remind you of it, they share it online, and everyone else sees it, and it becomes super embarrassing then. He's trying to act like he's not ever embarrassed. It's like, come on, bro.
Nigga, are you stupid, nigga? Little boy, are you stupid? Nigga, this is... Are you stupid?
He hates AKADEMIKS.
You think you have one picture that's... Nigga, it's act.
They hate each other so much. It's
Nigga,
so funny.
I've been embarrassed 50 million times in public. Are you...
Imagine bragging about that. I've been embarrassed 50 million times. Imagine happily bragging that you've been embarrassed so many times it doesn't matter. It's like, I don't think that's what you should be admitting, my love.
You stupid little nigga. Let me tell you why I know you trying to play with me. Because you and your little weirdo niggas over there, who all, by the way, I don't know what type of pussy niggas you done hired, they all copped a plea after they posted some shit. I ain't even, nigga, I'm in Utah. I'm on the mountain, barely having, I'm getting texts from your employees. Hey, I hope you're not mad. Nigga, what are you talking about? I didn't even know. Bro, y'all don't even stand on business, man. We beefing or not, nigga, we warring or not. Nigga, I came for the war. Get Boom out of, yo, Boom. Go sit over there for 2 months. Go figure out, I'll get to you soon. But let me.
What? You're advising your PEADO friend how to get around the what? The questions. Or how to maneuver the quote unquote cancelling. You're telling your PEADO friend how to do that on air.
He squabble. I like a squabble. Okay. Here what this nigga Adam gonna say to me. LOL, you really think I was hating on you? The next line tell me the nigga is hating on me. Gang, hear what he says. I told Shay all this early on the phone. Yo, pussy, nigga, me and you traded secrets to get you out of lawsuits, nigga. Nigga, I told you told me niggas is suing you like they sued me, nigga, for shit that got to do with how we run our company.
That's when he realized, I think in real time, that none of these guys are your friends, bro. They don't owe you shit. And if anything, he should also know that he's a big player in the hip-hop game. He commands a lot of attention. So if he does something crazy, of course people are going to talk about it.
Told you how to get out of it, nigga. Nigga, I told you I paid hundreds of thousands and I gave you the cheat code. I paid it before you, nigga. I told you how to get out of it. You know why? That's when I said, bro, like, me and you can never beef no more. You helped me with shit too. Snapchat, all that. Bro, some shit like this happened this week. You don't even hit me. You hit a bitch. You hit a woman. Anytime you hit.
AKADEMIKS being offended by that sort of stuff, and it's funny when you see how he gets at women. Now he's trying to be Mr. Gentleman, Mr. Chivalry, right?
Me. If you got some drama you want me to react for your views, you hit me. This time around, you hit a woman? Bro, you got my number. You ain't used it till right now I'm on stream. Nigga, you a bitch for that, bro. I gotta keep it a beam. You a bitch for that, nigga. You a whole hoe for that, nigga. I don't hold no, like, my nigga, I'm not sitting back on shit for y'all niggas.
Okay.
You not know, like, and by the way, you know why you shouldn't even tell a bitch? I'm gonna tell you why you shouldn't tell a bitch, because you know what she told me? She said, Adam been really upset ever since you talked about his wife. He said that's why what she told me, by the way. That's why he's saying this all about people around you. And I'm looking, I'm like, Adam must not know me. Man, fuck what you just said about Boom, nigga. if you love your wife, you wouldn't even talk about me like that again. Because nigga, I'm the worst nigga on earth, nigga. So why is you hitting her if me and you supposedly have a bro? We've communicated on mad shit.
Okay, and
but you on some bitch shit. That's a fact. So when you trying to my nigga, I'm not them little niggas you hire at no jumper, nigga. I'm a boss too, nigga. The fuck is you talking about? The text you sending me right now when I'm on stream because you know I'm about to go bonkers on you, nigga. You could have sent before. Oh, but you think niggas is pussy? Oh, we got act. My nigga, I was in Utah cooling out. I'm really looking. I'm like, is Adam really serious? The whole time. Now, let me tell you, Adam, get off Reddit and shit like that. Nigga, you know me, nigga. Get off that shit. You gonna let them niggas gas you up like, oh, hey, you got a picture of Ack. My nigga, I'll take a picture of myself and put it out there. You can't, nobody could do nothing to me like that. I don't care.
Will he do it though? Will he
I don't care.
So what, is he gonna post his own dick pic then? Is he gonna try and post his own dick pic to get in front of the story?
I don't like pussy shit, man. The reason why I'm saying what you did was pussy shit, because...
Anyway, you got the gist of it. You got the gist of it. Back and forth they go. No idea how this ends. Lame from AKADEMIKS, to be fair. Much as I like him, super lame. Not wanting to comment on a Little Boom thing, even though he's always commenting on people's shit and putting himself in people's business. The stuff about that on and off girlfriend is fucking wild. I don't know what that girl has on him. Maybe she does. Maybe she does have a little bit of that. What's that thing called? Maybe she does have a little bit of that Krayshawn power. She has some of that, you know, down below. She might have some of that Krayshawn power, which is why I can't let it go. Or maybe he actually is, like, without lack of a better term, maybe AKADEMIKS is actually legitimately in love with that girl. And he just can't see past her or her mistakes. Or when she fucks up or when she puts his life in danger. Maybe she's actually really, really good at, you know, whatever she does. But yeah, man, weird situation. Not really sure how this ends for everybody involved. But, crazy situation regardless. And we're eager to see how it plays out. We're eager to see how it plays out in real flipping time. Because that remains to be seen. That remains awful, but remains to be seen. What else? I think that might be it, you know. We've gone through quite a lot of the tabs. Yeah. What's happening here? What's happening here? What's happening here? What's happening to there? Okay, what's this one? I think that might be it, you know. Have I played all of them? Shit, I think I played all of them. Okay. Cool. I think I've played all of the clips I wanted to play for now. And the rest I didn't get around to. I'll have to do them in the next stream, but I think I've done most of them. Yeah, I've literally done most of them. Cool. Coolio, my friends. I think that might be it. I might have to love you and leave you right there, brothers and sisters. I have to leave you right there, brothers and sisters. I might have to leave you guys right there, brothers and fucking sisters. You get me, you get me, you get me, you get me. Oh, actually, what's this one? Guadalajara. What's this one called? Guadalajara. What's Guadalajara? Let's play this one quickly.
Immigration. More, less, even.
How
now
dare
your
you.
girlfriend is Mexican.
Born and raised.
Is she
illegally?
Can you tell us a little bit about your background? Yeah, so I was born in Hollywood, California, which is ironic.
People are asking in the actual thread, why is he so obsessed with having his girlfriend born in Guadalajara? Like, why is he so obsessed with that lie? I don't think it's him. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's kind of like an Alec Baldwin thing. You know, Alec Baldwin, he's married to that woman. What's her name? But she's basically a white lady from like Middle America, right? But she faked that she's actually Spanish. She faked that she was born in. She's got Spanish relatives and whatever. But she just spent a lot of time. I said Hilaria Baldwin, right? Hillary Baldwin. But Hilaria Baldwin basically faked that she's Spanish because she speaks Spanish pretty well. She's basically bilingual because she spent a lot of summers out there. and just learn Spanish herself. But then she, you know, she's obviously super white. There's no Spanish roots about her whatsoever. But I think Alec Baldwin didn't know. I think Alec Baldwin, you know, he's a bit of a dim guy, right? He's not the smartest person in the world. I think Alec Baldwin realized that was happening. Sorry, he didn't realize that was happening because his wife told him, oh, hey, I'm Spanish. He just believed it. I think Brendan and Alec Baldwin have the same level of IQ. So I think they would be willing and happy to accept a lie if their wife told them, I'm actually from Mexico. I'm actually from Guadalajara. You know what I mean? I'm actually from Mexico City. I'm actually from Cali. Like, they would actually believe it. You know? They would actually believe it. So I think that's what happened. I think Brendan just believed his wife said she's from Guadalajara. I don't think he tried to make it up. I don't think so. Or maybe he did because he watched Narcos. Who knows? Because that Guadalajara reference is very obscure. So maybe he watched Narcos early and then he just liked the name. I don't know. Either way, what can you do? Let's continue with the clip.
But it's true. I was born at
Let's go
Kaiser.
one more time.
Immigration. More, less, even.
How
Now
dare
your
you.
girlfriend is Mexican.
Born and raised.
Is she
illegally?
Can you tell us a little bit about your background?
He loves that
Yeah,
joke.
so I was born in Hollywood, California, which is ironic, but it's true. I was born at Kaiser off of Sunset. And I was born.
She was born on Sunset Boulevard. You couldn't get more LA if you tried. But Brendan keeps saying she's from Guadalajara. She was literally born in a hospital in LA. Not even like she was like born in Guadalajara and then came over here when she was young. No, she was born in LA. Born and bred. Very rare, right? A very rare born and bred LA person.
Here, and then my parents moved back to Mexico, to Guadalajara.
real interesting. Now, do you ever threaten her?
So he was born there, then she moved back. Cool.
Her with a little call to the authorities if she gets wise.
Every Thursday.
Yeah, you can go. Listen, we can really.
Daddy has to do.
Is her accent a bit white? For my Spanish speakers in the chat, is her accent a bit white when she says Guadalajara?
Real interesting. Now, do you
Am I bugging?
Back to Mexico, to Guadalajara.
Real interesting. Now, do you ever?
To Mexico, to Guadalajara. To Mexico, to Guadalajara. Go to Guadalajara.
Real interesting. Now, do you ever threaten her with a little call to the authorities if she gets wise?
Every Thursday.
Yeah, you can go. Listen, we can really.
Daddy has to do it.
We can really. Yeah.
You talk back. You
What
know
does she hate Trump?
Here's the thing:
Is she Americanized? It? Can she read and write and everything?
Kind of.
Okay.
English.
Can she read and write? I love Tim Dillon. Is she American? Because she read and write.
Tough.
Oh, really, dude?
Kind of grew up watching my mom. You know, she was a singer in Mexico, a performer, and so when we moved back to the States, I kind of had like a little bit of that itch from what my mom used to do. But growing up in Mexico,
Itch to do what? Your mum used to sing. So what's the itch? What's her itch? My mum used to sing. What itch? What, she wanted to be a singer as well? Fucking hell. Can you imagine what a singing voice must sound like? If that's her accent when she speaks, can you imagine what her singing voice sounds like?
was amazing. You know, I loved everything about it. When I got here, I was kind of depressed as a child, I think, because I was so used to having my uncles, my cousins, my friends, going to school, all my family. And then I came to the US, and I mean, I had my dad's side of the family, but I didn't know them.
Would you bang that? Hey, big up Stoic Savage. Would you bang that, my friend? Would you have a bit of that? Would you pour salsa on that, brother? Imagine that on top of you. Would you have a bit of that? Would you have? Is that what you want? Eh? Is that what you want? Is that what you want? For those of you in the stream chat whose PPs get hard when you see the Mexican, is that what you want? Remember, when you marry somebody, it's in sickness and health. It's from the good times to the bad times. Is that what you want? I've done worse, lols. Is that what you want? Big up Rally read.
Every night bean cheese, 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 bean.
Every single night. Every night. Big up Rally. Is it Rally Redact? Rally. Is it Rally? Rally Redact. Everything they eat means. Can I replay that? I want to replay that, please. Can I replay that? Everything they eat. Please, let me replay that. Will it replay the sound?
Every night bean cheese, 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 bean.
So good. I love it. Big up, big up, big up, big up, roll eye redact. Big up, roll eye redact. Roll eye. Anyway, let's let the hottie finish. Let's let the hottie finish. Oh, let's take over the music before I get copyright strike. Knee locks. What? Knee locks in biggin the smallest huh? What? What's this? Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, I got. Oh yeah, I got. Okay. Let me play that clip. I got to play that clip. Let's see if I can find it. That Joe Rogan clip is fucking crazy. Have you guys seen that? She looks a lot better here, though. To be fair, for those of you that love the Mexican, she looks kind of better here, but the lip is crazy, bro. I don't know why it's so swollen here. I don't know if she's got like, I don't know if that's fucking herpes or a coleslaw, right? A cold slaw, right? She looks a lot better here, to be fair. But still, she's such a... You know what it is? Can I be honest? And I think some of you guys won't believe me. But can I be honest? My dick can't get hard if the girl's dumb. Like, if she's an absolute, like, dumb, like an absolute airhead, my dick can't get hard. I swear to God, I can't do it. She's so dumb. It's just impossible. Like, I couldn't. Like... Literally, there's nothing going through that head. You know? I couldn't do it. She's just too dumb for me, man. I know some of you won't believe me. I know it. But I swear I couldn't. You have to have a certain level of intelligence or awareness, like, before my PP gets hard. You know? Like, I just couldn't do it. She's just too dumb, man. So redacted. Like, actually redacted. No offense. Or all the offense. I don't know. Who knows? All the offense, no offense, who knows? Great guy, never met him. Great guy, never met him. Let's play that Rogan clip before I leave you guys here. People saying, I still would. People are saying, speak for yourself. The chat doesn't agree with me. The chat doesn't agree with me at all. Speak for yourself, loser. Speak for yourself, virgin. The chat does not agree with me. Like, speak for yourself, incel. Oh, I love it. I fucking love it. Big up Rally Redict. Oh, you can't read it. BAPA's dick got hard for sure 3 times. And those lip injections, yeah. Big up Rally Redict. Yeah, those lip injections are trouble. Those lip injections are fucking trouble. Let me get this fucking Rogan clip. I want to play that Rogan clip where he's getting accosted by everybody in the fucking wherever he's at. Oh, there we go. Let's play this. One thing about Rogan you could say, to be fair to him, right, is that I think he's quite well adjusted. I'm not going to lie, because I think other comedians with his levels of fame wouldn't be as gracious. But I also think he's very clever. He doesn't really mention people he bumps into on the street. He doesn't really mention fan interactions. I think he does it on purpose because he doesn't want to encourage people to bother him. I think sometimes people see him out in places and don't realize, or realize before it's too late, and he can kind of slip away. But imagine how shit it has to be Rogan and get this kind of level of interactions from people. Look at this. I think he just left dinner or something. Look at the amount of people that are taking pictures of him. He's as small as is that kid, like 10? Is Rogan the same height as that kid? The kid there looks like he's 10 or 13. Rogan's the same size as the kid and his mum. Look, he's the same height. Look, Rogan's the same height as the little 10-year-old. Okay, maybe he's like 13. Rogan's the same height as a 13-year-old. Let's continue. Oh yeah, it's like the BBQ. It's like Gangnam BBQ. Rogan getting accosted. It must be so annoying to be Rogan in real life, innit? The amount of people who come up to you wanting a picture must be so exhausting. What do you think? I love the boomer phone in the back. Look how big that phone is in the skinny jeans. Look at that. Fucking hell, Rogan, bro. Can't you just put it in your front? Why is he put the phone in his back pocket like he's a bad bitch? You know, like baddies, they like to put the phone in their back pocket to make their bum look bigger, right? Like to draw more attention to the bum. Like, why has he got his phone in his back pocket like that? Rogan's actually got a bigger bum than her, right? It's more round, no? Or am I bugging? If Rogan got a little Theo Von rumper there. His bum is as big as hers. Look at that, eh? Little. That's all the elk meat is going. All the elk meat, right? All the fucking bears that he fucking kills. That's where that's all going, bro. That's that power. You know what I mean? That's that power. That Rogan derriere. You know what I mean? That good Rogan bam bum. I love that he's the same kid as the same height as the little 13-year-old. Look. Oh, you gotta love Rogan. You gotta love Rogan. Anyway, my friends. Anyways, I'm off, man. I'm off. I am what? Super Jello. That phone is full of Cam Haines nudes. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, Rogan's bringing back skinny jeans though. Skinny jeans are kind of out, but he's bringing them back. He's got those. If you know about skinny jeans, he's got those spray-on ones. Because I used to wear skinny jeans. I used to live in skinny jeans, and the ones I used to love wearing were the ones from like Topshop or or H&M or Zara, but the spray-on ones, or sometimes Pull and Bear. They've got the spray ones that are like made of elastic. It's like kind of elasticy, and they literally like feel like leggings. They're denim leggings. That's what he's wearing. You know what I mean? I used to love wearing skinny jeans, and I used to love wearing skinny jeans. You know what I mean? Walking down the street with my big fucking boots on. You know what I mean? Looking like a fucking gay bouncer. That's what I look like. I look like a gay bouncer, a gay nigger bouncer. You know what I mean? Like one of those fucking. I look like a Black Panther gay bouncer, a gladiator Black Panther gay bouncer. Walking around in my bomber jacket, my skinny jeans, my big Dr. Martens. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah. Oh yeah, look at Rogan. Look at him. Look at him. Anyways. Oh, are those the jeans he promotes them? Are those the jeans he speaks about when he does splits? Are those the ones where when he does squats and he does the kicks and shit? Because they're made of elastic, innit? Right? The ones that don't rip. Yeah, Rogan's a funny dude. Rogan's a funny dude. Those aren't skinny jeans, Doxy the Flow. They're normal jeans, but Rogan is fat. Lols. Big up Rogan though. Big up Rogan for stopping for the fans. Rogan being a fan. Tom Segura would never do this. Tom Segura would never do that. He would never stop and talk to fans like this. So big up Rogan for being a good dude. Anyway, my friends. I'll have to love you and leave you. It's been mad real. Last time I had an Advil or something, right? It's been mad real. Last time I had an Advil. You get me? Yo, big up Grown Baby Golf. Thank you for joining, brother. Thank you for joining. You'll be able to see this when I end. You feel me? Thank you for joining, brother. Thank you for joining, brother. But yeah, big up everybody in the stream chat. Appreciate all of you for hanging out with me. It's been mad real. Hope you're all good. And hope you had a good night and shit. And I'll see you again very, very soon, my friends. But thank you for hanging. Make sure you like the stream before you leave. That'd be greatly appreciated. And I'll see all of you guys again soon. Actually, I think next stream will be Taz. So next stream you'll see me will be Taz. I've got some stuff to talk about. Milan menswear. Milan Fashion Week for men's happened or just finished. Paris Fashion Week is starting tomorrow. Is it the 16th? Oh, it's today actually. Paris Fashion Week starts today. Loads of other bits and pieces. So I'll be updating that on Taz. That's the next stream. And then another random show will happen. So next stream will be Taz. And another random show will probably be Thursday. Thursday or Friday will be the next random show. But for Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, Friday will be the next random show. Wednesday, Thursday will be 2 Tazes. So 2 Taz will be dropping on Wednesday and Thursday. And like I said, reaction to the Pete Davidson special is available on my Patreon. It's uploaded now, so check it out if you need. It's available now at the moment. My Patreon, jump on there if you want. Patreon.com/Agostino. New episode with the Pete Davidson reaction for his new special is available. Spoiler alert, the special is fucking shit. So yeah, that's my review of it. It's fucking terrible. But if you want to see the whole review, obviously check it out. Available there. Apart from that, it's been a blessing. Love to you all. See you again very soon. Thank you for chilling with me. And we'll talk again very, very soon, my friends. Peace out.